got lucky. Yes, you did help your luck out some, but some people also help themselves and still don't fucking make it. It happens, bro.
Damn, this shit is true.
You could call it excuses. You say what?
Because it still catch some lag. It's kind of in and out, but I'm trying to make sure we.
You can call it excuses or reasons. That's all about perspective. It just depends on where you're from. If you seeing it from the side that ain't got it, it's a reason. If you seeing it from the side that do, you see it as an excuse. It's that fucking simple. I don't know why y'all try to make this shit seem like it's black and white with no gray area. It's plenty of fucking gray area. And it's just as simple as black, white, and gray, but you got to be willing to admit that the gray area exists. One side says anything is possible. The other side, well, anything is possible unless you work for it. When it's actually somewhere in the middle. Even if you work for it, it still might not be possible. That's the gray area. Okay. But it seems like y'all be forgetting about that part. Y'all want to go to these one little fucking little examples, these small ass examples of some shit. Well, if this motherfucker can do it, why can't everybody else? Well, who the fuck you think out here respecting P. Diddy? Don't nobody give a fuck about P. Diddy. Fuck is what you talking about, nigga?
So really though? Okay, so here's my thing though. Here's my thing though. Okay, taking the political associations from this away from it. If you had two homeboys, right, and one told you, man, you never gonna make it because of whatever random reason, because you black, you never gonna make it. It's not gonna happen for you. That being that, and then your other partner said, hey man, if you give it your all, you can do anything. Which message would you think is better received or is going to have a better outcome for the person that's receiving it?
First off, Honcho, what the fuck is you talking about?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. This is what I'm saying. Where I'm going with these things. God damn, this fucking land.
This is such unrealistic bullshit.
But what I'm saying though, okay.
This is the problem. Who gives a fuck what anybody else say, Honcho?
Because this is what we're talking
really
about, the pro-black situation, and so you got so many people who are gravitating towards a particular message.
Honcho, you got outliers on every fucking thing, bro.
But
this is why I be saying people's always trying to be to the fucking fringes. When the best place to be is somewhere in the middle, so you got some room to maneuver.
Okay, so let's be honest. Okay, let's talk about how you think about something. But we're talking about the pro-black aspect. A lot of people identify as pro-black. Black folks gravitate towards pro-black. What is the fringe of pro-black? What is the center of pro-blackness?
And what's wrong with that?
But what I'm saying is, what you're saying is gravitate to the fringes.
What is wrong with being pro-black, Honcho?
What I'm saying is,
nothing.
You're talking about the fringes.
Nothing.
Okay, but what you just said is the fringes of something is actually the center of being pro-black. The most pro-black message is you can't do this, you can't do that because of his history and because of your race and because of the white man and all that. My deal with pro-black is, one, I don't associate with the entities. Am I pro-black? Do I want to see black people? Absolutely. But I think the message that are getting pushed out now. What's happening?
Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. And here's what you just ain't seeming to grasp what the fuck it is I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You so worried about the shit that's all the way to one side or the other. Is it okay to be pro-black? Yes. Is it okay to be pro-white? Yes. But guess where you at? Your ass is somewhere in the middle. You are pro-you.
Yeah.
If they want to be pro-black, let them be pro-black. Why are you mad at them? Let them do them.
Because I'm a CIA agent and I have an agenda to push. So if I speak my piece,
why do you care the opinion of people that you know don't matter? If you know you're not a CIA agent, why are you tripping, Honcho?
But I might be a CIA agent. I might be saying all this just to deflect on y'all. So I might really be in the mix.
Again, you being sensitive about somebody else's sensitivity.
But I really don't care. I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is,
as bad as them, Honcho.
How so?
You just as bad.
How so?
Because you shouldn't give a fuck. Keep pushing, my nigga. Keep pushing.
You know I don't, but what I'm saying is that
Honcho, you can tell whether somebody's opinion is relevant from the get-go. You know damn well you ain't got no business listening to somebody that called you an FBI agent.
Okay, but what I'm saying though is, if I have the best intentions for my people, right? and I know that they're being infected by a particular mindset.
And who is your people, Honcho?
Black people.
Who is your people?
Black people.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Okay. Is your people only black people?
No, but what I'm saying is when it comes down
it's the people that you fuck with.
This is true, but what I'm saying
it's not just black people.
I fuck with everybody. Yes, this is a fact, but I do want to see black people be successful.
So what's the pro-black? What's the issue with pro-black then?
Because I think that they're pushing. I think they're pushing. I think they're
people you fuck with.
I think they're pushing the wrong message towards
and they probably are, Honcho. They probably are. But
so
some of our people hate ourselves.
Okay, but wouldn't it be in my best interest to try to help people to see another side? They can choose, but if they're only presented with one side, then that's all they're gonna know. But if you present a different argument for them to listen to, they don't have to accept it, just to listen to, so they can make a decision as to only being fed one thing.
You don't have to give the complete opposite argument to make your fucking point. Because the truth is always somewhere in the middle. You don't have to be anti-pro-black just to speak about the pro-black shit.
But I'm not. But here's
you could just be like, look, I'm for this part. I'm for this, and this.
But here's the gimmick. This is what I say.
You look at it,
this is what I say. But this is what I say with the wording I use. I say I no longer identify. Didn't I say that I am not pro-black? I just don't identify with the current label because of the associations that are put with it. Because if I came out and said, hey, well, yeah, I'm Honcho and I'm pro-black, first thing people gonna start thinking is Tariq and all these other people that I don't agree with. And everybody on all of it, I don't agree because I don't think that's in the best interest. I may lean more, I don't want to say Jesse Lee Peterson, but elders.
You're associating your thoughts and feelings on somebody else's opinion.
But what I'm saying is,
who don't know no better.
But what I'm saying is if the majority of the population gravitate to this specific thought, then it has to be clarified.
Okay.
Because what's the biggest thing? Like you say, like Prepaid said, like I said, being properly understood is very important, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to be properly understood. So I can say certain things. Oh, well, you got self-hating. It's not about that. I want to see niggas do good. I want to see niggas do great. But I just think the current mentality that they're infected with is not the best outcome for them. So it's not that I'm anti-pro-black or I'm like fuck the black community or anything like that. And because I have maybe more beliefs that are aligned with conservative thoughts, people start automatically thinking as soon as you think it's, oh, you anti-nigga, you Uncle Tom, you this. I have a vested interest in the black community and seeing them do better. So I feel like providing an alternative option to think about. I can't change anybody's mind. I can't change anybody's opinion. But providing an alternative option to consider. Go ahead. What you got?
Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Are there some points and manners of reference that you agree with from the pro-black people?
I mean, you'd have to bring something up for me to come, because it's been so long since I really just gravitated toward like a lot. My thing is, I don't think everything is racist. There may be certain situations that are racism, and so when they actually highlight those points, okay, I can say, yeah, I agree with that. But for the most part, what I see with the pro-black community that identifies or that are embracing this pro-black label is just that everything's racist and the white man is holding you down from everything. But I do agree with supporting black business.
What you have a problem with is the person that deserves the blame.
Okay.
That's where you differentiate.
Yeah, but I do support the pro-black business idea. Support black business. But I'm not with the making excuses for certain situations. The niggas know right from wrong. And if we go out and the niggas committing wrong and they doing wrong, but then we go back and glorify and justify it, like, I don't care if a white man did the exact same crime as a nigga did. Somebody did wrong, period. I don't care about his outcome. He might have had a better lawyer who finessed it. This motherfucker might have had a court appointed who didn't give a fuck about his case and just went in there and said, hey, whatever. That's kind of how the legal system plays out. But what I'm saying is, if you doing wrong, let's not justify the wrongs that are being done. When I fucked up, I fucked up. It wasn't I know a guy was doing the same shit as me and he didn't get as much of a penalty as me. This is fucked up. No, I fucked up. Accept responsibility for my action and let's move on from that. But that's like part of my issue. Like, let's get away from all the glorifying the negative. Well, this is unfair and this is unfair. Man, hey, you get the right lawyer, anybody. Look, if OJ can get off, look, that shit don't matter. You get the right lawyer, anybody can get the fuck off. So all I'm saying is.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Regardless of the crime they committed, was the fact that they got a disparaging sentence, was it unfair or not?
No, I don't think it was. I think that comes down to the quality of the lawyer you have. That's just the way the legal system works.
So the fact that they can get convicted of the same crime and one gets a lesser sentence than the other, that's fair to you.
It is what it is. I think that's how the system works. I've seen niggas that It
so
works.
You
It works
saying
both ways.
yes, that's fair.
That's fair. That's
and that's bullshit.
Okay. Why is that?
Because if you get convicted of the same crime, you should get the same time. What's the fucking difference?
Okay, but no two crimes are exactly the same. They may be in a similar category, but no two crimes are exactly the same.
Yeah, but the charges that the charges that are brought against you are the same.
I'd have to see two of the exact same thing. But now, because I'm saying, it ain't no exact. I'd have to see two of the exact same thing. So for what I'm saying is, like, you could both be charged with.
But the charges are the same. It's like a fucking menu, Honcho.
I don't agree.
If I order a steak, and he order a steak, the same fucking steak off the same menu in the same restaurant, and his end up costing different than mine when we got the exact same shit, you wouldn't have a problem with that?
No, that's completely different. But what I'm saying is
that's the same shit.
No, it's not, man. Crime is a completely different animal compared to having a meal in a restaurant, man. Because we talking about it is different. Okay, so here's the deal.
Oh my God, you was talking to Dan for too damn long. He done brainwashed. I don't understand how you don't see the very simple logic here.
I understand what you're trying to say.
So wait, okay. Let me put it in
every circumstance is different. Okay.
So make it even easier.
Okay.
If Chris Paul shoots a 2-pointer, and then James Harden shoots a 2-pointer, and they decide to give James Harden 1 point, you wouldn't have a problem with that.
But that's not how the rules work.
Get the fuck. Somebody help this man. Anybody, somebody help this man. Scotty, if you can hear me, come help your owner, my nigga.
Scotty under the bed.
What's wrong with him?
Look, man, look. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Your cells are starting to go out where your hair follicles is, Honcho. You losing it.
These are different.
I don't understand how this
you can't a jump shot, a certain set of rules. You talking about a crime. So if we're talking about, say we're talking about assault. So you telling me you've seen two ass whoopings that were.
The charge is the same.
But what I'm saying is.
It's the same charge. If it was any different, or there was that much of a disparity, the charge would be different. They have aggravated manslaughter. They got different degrees of the shit.
Okay.
But if it's under the same degree, it should be the same penalty.
I don't agree because you have so say a charge can be you can get a charge that could be 5 to 20 years. Okay.
It's the same degree.
If you can get a charge and say it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that there's difference because they're in that same degree. It can be different levels of intensity, I guess you could say. If you can get 5 to 20 and your ass, so you telling me you've seen two ass whoopings that were exactly alike. So two assaults that were exactly the same.
No.
Okay, so why couldn't two assault cases be different? Why couldn't they receive different charges? If it was under the same statute or whatever you want to call it.
The degree of the ass whooping that took place changes the degree of the charge. But if the charge is the same degree, the fucking penalty should be the same.
Okay, so if it's an assault, I whooped somebody's ass for 10 minutes straight.
How can you say okay to that, but then say no that's not fair?
But listen to what I'm saying. So, okay, because an assault can be a lot of things. So assault is if you put your hands on me, period. If you grab my arm out in public, you've assaulted me. So that could be under the same statute as somebody whooping somebody, just hauling off and whooping their ass with their bare fist for 2 or 3 minutes. Just PD rolling their motherfucking ass. And it can be under the same charge. So that should be the same sentence. There's somebody grabbing somebody, violating their personal space, which is an assault, as the same as an assault by somebody whooping their ass. That should be the same charge?
That's the charge that they agree on pursuing, yes. If that's the charge that they can convict you on, yes. Because you know damn well if they could have convicted you on a harsher charge, they would have. Yes. In the eyes of the law, yes. It should be seen as the fucking same. Okay. He got convicted of the same crime as him, no matter how that crime was perpetrated. You should get the same amount of time. Okay,
so should we or should we not take account for historical precedents? So what I mean, how many times has this person been to court? The likelihood of this person.
Absolutely, that's different. Because if you have multiple charges, that adds up. But it should be the same across the fucking board. I agree with that, but it should be the same across the board. There should be no differences for nobody. One person can't rape a girl in college and then the judge not want to ruin his fucking college career and give him probation. Another motherfucker, quote unquote, raped a girl and he gets fucking 15 years.
Okay. No, I agree with that.
You tell me that that's right. Rape is rape.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I completely agree with that situation.
No, there ain't no but, Honcho. That's what it is.
But what I'm saying is that
rape
does
is
not
rape,
rape
murder is murder, manslaughter is manslaughter. What's the other one you said? Fuck somebody up. What's
assault.
That shit? Assault. But there are degrees. If your ass go further to this next degree, you should be convicted further. I don't see what you don't understand about that.
Like I said, I don't believe, again, that's why there is a range of time within these different various degrees. It can be 3 to 5. Some of them can be 5 to 10. It could be, and if it's under that same statute, some people just gonna get the higher end of the degree. I mean, that's when it comes to proving your point.
Now,
it comes to proving your case.
Okay, Honcho, I'll give you that caveat. Between 3 to 5 is the charge. But when one person is getting 3 to 5 and the other person is getting probation, how that add up?
Man, here's my deal. If you out there doing dirt, make sure you have.
I want y'all to see how every time I try to make my point, he completely
I'm not finna do this. This is what I'm finna say. If you finna be out there,
every time I call out here and make a valid point, he just changes
disagreeing
the
with you.
subject
Here's the
to
deal.
something completely different.
Here's the deal. If you doing dirt and you living that kind of life, have a lawyer on retainer. That's the beauty of America. That's the beauty of America.
That is correct.
So the thing about it is because, we catch the cases where, he got violated, but we don't see it because I know niggas personally who had damn good law. They did that shit. Now, I'm not going to go say, this motherfucker did, I seen him do.
Yeah.
They did that shit, and they get off because they have legal representation. So that's it. It goes both ways.
That's the difference, Honcho. That's the difference. If you able to get off, okay, I see what you're saying. But when you're convicted, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying shit about somebody else getting off. You get off, you got off, you got lucky. That part is what it is. They couldn't get you. But when they do get you, and you don't got as much as the next man for whatever fucking reason, that shit ain't right. The legal system is the same across the whole fucking board on every fucking state. Now, some states have different, certain little laws and shit. I'll give you that. But come on, man. Come on. A lot of these serious ass crimes, come on, Honcho. Come on now.
Like I say, I'm a person
that
I'm going to always refer back to case by case basis. I look at everything like that. So again, you would have to give me 2 legitimate cases. Let me look at the breakdown, the situation, the scenario before I could justify or say that this is unfair. Or it's like the little dude who just raped old gal and he was sending the pictures all around and made a little meme out of it. Hey, when your first time getting some action, that little dude should be behind bars. Like that to me, that's bullshit.
Absolutely.
But then you have other cases where, again, it could be something else. Motherfuckers didn't got off. Motherfuckers didn't won. Motherfuckers didn't, it is what it is. Again, like I say, it's a case by case basis. Have a lot of people been railroaded? Yeah, but a lot of that comes down to, when you really think about it, did these motherfuckers have a solid lawyer? Did they have a court appointed? Again, these caveats, and I know it comes down to finances. I know that comes down to money and a lot of other things. But if you live in a life of crime and you know that's what you're doing, and then you are going to sign up for that, then you not thinking about that you could more than likely get caught if you out there jacking motherfuckers every day and you doing this, that, and the third, and you spend all your shit on dope and clothes and shoes and all that, and not putting a little lawyer on retainer, put something up on retainer just in case the situation happened. And man, I'm gonna be honest, if you made a living out of doing bad on people, I can't give too much of a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? If, like I said, if I consider my situation and look at myself and own up for my mistakes, like, it's hard for me to look at other motherfuckers and say, man, that's fucked up. Some of the youth that are in bad situations, you like, damn, they were raised in a bad environment. They, probably didn't have anybody that got them. When you're young and dumb, it can be hard. I might have been fortunate because to not get all the way bamboozled until I, got a little bit older, whatever, and have to deal with that shit. Some of them, they get into it, they get locked into the system, and that it is what it is. But some of these little motherfuckers out here, they head first and done 10 times worse than anything I did. So at the same time, it's like, do you just leave somebody of that mentality out in society and public to continue doing what they're doing, or how do you handle these situations? So again, like I say, it comes down to really when we go back to everything being everything, and the root of all of this stuff, and I know you don't want to hear it, we go back to the family. And once the family dispersed, everything else got worse. And that's kind of where you can trace every situation.
Why wouldn't I want to hear that when I agree with that 1,000%?
Okay, but I'm just saying, but what I'm talking about you not want to hear, because enacted the policies that made the black family worse. And I know you talk. I think that's where a lot of people go back to when you say.
I agree with that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I think that's where most people go when they go back to the Democrat thing. And I think that's where most people have those issues when we come to politics. You say people don't look at the Republicans just the same as whatever. I think the Republicans or the conservatives equally don't give a fuck about everybody. And so I can't fault them for that. You know, so if they don't give a fuck about nobody, they try to tighten their own pockets up. Okay, I'm with that shit. Let's all eat then. But, you know, I think that's where it comes down to.
And some of those pro-black people only really give a shit about themselves. They really don't give a shit about the people.
Yeah.
But that's precisely what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You can look at that and you can take just the good, the shit that you agree with, or the shit that you understand from what they saying, or the stuff that makes sense to you. And you could also take the good from other people who might think differently than them, like from what you're saying. But you take the good from both sides and learn from both of them. That don't make one better than the other. It don't. So, because on one hand, yeah, I want to see my people do better. But on the other hand, I'm still going to do what I have to do to make myself do better, even if I have to go against the pro-black shit.
Yeah.
If I have to go to this store owned by these white people to get what I need to get, what I need to get, yeah, I'm still going to do that. Yeah. Especially if not my people not able to supply me with what I need to get where I'm going. I'm going to get it by any means.
Okay. That's respectable.
That's precisely what I'm saying. Fuck all that bullshit. You get what you can get, and then you go on your way.
Okay. But you know that store is owned by agents.
If you can help somebody along your way, you do that. No, say that again. I'm sorry.
I said now you know that store is owned by agents. It's not owned by white people because the agents got all the damn stores. But
whichever.
but okay.
It's put there for my convenience.
Okay. So my thing is this. Okay. Well, why are we not encouraging one another to take some of the same routes that some of these other foreigners or people who are newer to this country than we have? You know, like I said, the Asians come in here and they found success. Africans come in here. Miss Ashley called in, I believe, earlier when we were talking about Africans and why they take a certain approach and they see a certain level of success.
We didn't discuss this ad nauseum, Honcho. It's pretty simple. We fucking spoiled. Come on now, America is probably one of the most spoiled countries on the fucking planet. We spoiled like a motherfucker. We want everything right the fuck now. You got people over in other places, they don't have no fucking TVs and shit like that for entertainment. Yeah. They kids ain't got no goddamn cell phones. Come on, man, we fucking spoiled. We done got too comfortable where we at.
Okay. And
it's just that fucking simple, because the African person come over here, he hungry as fuck. He don't have them same opportunities in that fucking continent as he does over here in this country. So he takes full advantage of it. Some people over here, they don't give a fuck about all that. They just want to like, even Kenneth. Like, God damn it, you motherfuckers got me agreeing with Kenneth. All they want to do is turn up and do some drugs, man. That's it. And Kenneth was damn sure right. Yeah. That part of the population which is weighing us the fuck down, we can barely help. We can't change these niggas' minds. Okay. All you can do is control what you can control. But sitting up here and complaining about the rest of them ain't getting us nowhere. If you don't come up with a fucking solution. That's the problem I have with Danny Prepaid. Y'all niggas talk about the problem, but don't give us no answer. All you do is talk about the questions. Who we should question? Who to point at for asking the question? What the fuck are we gonna do about it? That's not coming up with a game plan. You two niggas sound like Bill O'Brien right now. Fuck out of here with that shit.
No, that was just rude. That was just rude. You ain't have to go there. That was
it's accurate, because you can get us only so far, but you don't know how to get us the rest of the way. That's exactly the perfect fucking analogy.
All right.
And I don't know either. Just to be all the way 1,000 with, I don't know either. Because I don't know where to start. If I knew where to start, maybe I could come up with some kind of plan. I really don't know where to start. Because the problem is so fucking overwhelming. It's fucked up. That part I agree with y'all, 1,000,000%. But pointing the finger at who to blame ain't helping nobody. It's not helping shit. And y'all cannot take one fucking side of no argument without bringing up a Democrat or Obama. That's why I start fucking timing you niggas out in the chat. I don't want to hear that shit.
Man.
I don't. And Kenny, you got timed out early because every fucking stream you keep bringing up this. Who the fuck is Illuminati?
Some whack
I guess he's some kind of YouTuber. Stop
yeah.
fucking typing that shit up in the stream. That nigga ain't here. Fuck him. If you want to go watch that nigga, go watch that nigga. This is the D, and goddamn, we don't give a shit about that nigga.
Okay, but shout out to Daddy. He showed
Unless
some
he
love.
can contribute to this conversation. If he can contribute to this conversation, then bring his ass on in here.
They ain't gonna want to hear some Illuminati like the Snow Bunny, so they gonna be like, nah. They
but until he's ready to face the wrath of Professor Trill and Jay Dizzle, fuck that nigga. Yeah, I said it. And if you don't like it, fuck you too. That's how I feel, goddamn. And that goes for each and every one of you motherfuckers who got something smart to say. I bars none.
Okay, Trill. Well,
I don't even bar Honcho because I'll get dead on his ass in this motherfucker.
Man, look! I pull up in PA in my own big truck, goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? And I got people out there.
I'm still here too.
I'll make an excuse to go see my old punk ass daddy. Goddamn.
This goddamn hurricane fucked me, Honcho. Fucked me hard, man. He took money out my pocket.
Oh shit! Y'all catch some of the effects over that way, or is this you were supposed to be headed out?
No, we didn't catch shit, but it kept me from leaving.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Goddamn. That's unfortunate. But look, Dan got a comment for you. He say, man, he says, Trill, watch the top 5 issues facing Black Americans. He said, I support black business, but I don't support thugs and pandering politicians, no matter the side. The black family needs to be prepared, and that's how I feel. And can you disagree with that statement?
But that's the thing right there. Mm-hmm. That's the thing right there. When you say you don't support them, that's perfectly fine. But don't sit up here and point the blame at them that they the fucking problem. They not the problem. They not part of the solution. I give you that. But that's not the total problem. We got problems across the fucking board. The kids is fucked up. How we gonna fix the kids? I think if we can fix the kids, we can catch them, and when they become adults, they'll be better off, and then they can teach the next generation. But how we gonna fix these kids when the parents is fucked up? So it's like the chicken or the egg. Which one you start with?
We're gonna put them on a Roman plan. We're gonna look, just start.
Yeah, that's the part that's fucked up. Cause I agree with you. It's some whole ass niggas out here that's only in it for themselves. They really not genuinely for their people. I get that. But if ain't nobody coming up with a solution, regardless of them niggas, what are you helping? Complaining about them, and then they just gonna turn around and complain about you. You know what that sound like? Democrats and Republicans. That's exactly what that sound like. One side or the other, black or white. We need to be in this gray area, man. Get this shit going.
Okay.
Too many people on the fringes. So if y'all don't understand anything I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Stop being on the fringes, man. Being on one side or the other, because it's going to make you look ignorant as fuck. You need to have the right balance of some compassion and some intelligence. And use those accordingly. It's not wrong to have feelings or to feel for other people. And it's not wrong to be smart. It's not wrong to be about your business. And it's not wrong to help somebody who ain't. None of that shit is wrong. We need some of both of that. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me that my way is the only way when the other way helps people too. Each way helps people. Some people may learn something a different way. You could either show them, you could walk it through them, or you could tell them. People learn different ways. But, again, like you said, Honcho, it starts in the home. How are we going to fix that? Because the way it's going right now with all this feminist shit getting pushed to the forefront, it's going to get worse.
Okay,
it's going to get worse before it get better.
I definitely agree. Because you have, I think the media is a big issue, and they're pushing the agenda behind it. And, you know, we love to sit in front of various television programs, and we, you know, especially if you have a lot of these single mother homes, they're going to be watching a lot of these shows, and they're going to be agreeing with a lot of this stuff because it fits the narrative that they are kind of going through. Kids going to be watching what their parents watch, and I think it's going to be impact the way they raise them. I think it's going to be a lot of problems. And then I think what the biggest issue is too is this movement of, because they was mad at Jermaine Dupri because he called them hoes. He said all the female music now stripper rap.
Please
you know
speak
what I'm saying? And they was mad. All the damn female rappers was
he
mad.
wrong though.
But he wasn't. He was not wrong. Because I go back to, you know who one of my favorite rappers used to be when I was young? I'm not going to lie. The Brat used to be one of my favorite rappers. So Funktified was one of my favorite fucking songs. Like, I thought that she was talented. I don't say one of my favorite rappers. She had some good songs out there. And so,
who?
The Brat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nigga, that was the first female that made a fucking album that I actually heard hood niggas jamming on the daily.
Exactly.
Niggas was jamming the Brat in they slab, bro.
Exactly.
Never seen no shit like that. They wasn't jamming no Queen Latifah or MC Light.
There wasn't no UNITY.
Okay, Lady of Rage, a little bit. Mia X, yeah. Okay, but not her album, no. Yeah. The shit she did with P, yeah. But the Brat, it was the Brat's album. Her shit.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And I still jam that shit.
Yeah. But now it's like everything that you putting out, it is stripper music. I've never listened to Megan Thee Stallion. We already know what Cardi B about. We know what half the rest. I don't even know the rest of them who are out there. But the what's getting pushed to the forefront. I'm not saying what's out.
You know we finna catch hell, right?
Oh, I see it. I see it already.
Bashing politicians and bashing these
It's starting. It's rolling in like the tide. I'm looking at it right now. I done seen a few comments. People who ain't commented in a few minutes, they just start. What y'all talk? What? No, it wasn't. She wasn't a stripper. What's going on? And
guess what, ladies? It's y'all fucking fault because y'all the one that support that shit. We don't listen to no motherfucking Cardi B. Niggas ain't jamming no fucking Nicki Minaj. Exactly. We not jamming that shit. Y'all jamming that shit.
Yes.
Y'all perpetuating that foolishness.
If a man is jamming Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, you already know.
That's questionable.
It ain't even questionable. The question has been answered. You know what's going on. It ain't no. But the Brat ain't have to be. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, but the Brat made good music, Miss Meaton. She didn't have to be on no overly sexualized shit. So why can't women do that now? Why can't women make good music, good rap music, and not have to be overly sexualized? Like, why can't they rap? They basically rap about the same shit niggas rapping about, because niggas ain't rapping about shit, you know.
I guess that's the easy way out, but niggas do it too, because these niggas ain't rapping about shit that make any sense, and the ones that do, they don't get the notoriety. But at the same time, niggas ain't supporting this music as much as these women is. These women is choosing this shit, not just them. I'll give y'all a little bit of a break. These kids too.
No.
It's these women and these kids. They fucked up the music game. Period.
And that's the crazy shit. Yeah, what is giving Cardi B best albums and all this other dumb shit? Like, come on, man, really? Why? So y'all, again, that's encouraging. Hey, y'all can live up to be this. If you try really hard. I mean, who was it? They talk about the what was the term? That was the term. I wrote it down. The bigotry of low expectations. And I saw some people say that earlier. I think Dan the Man said that earlier. The bigotry of low expectations. That's basically what it is. Hey, little girls, if you try really hard, you can have somebody write your lyrics and you can be a stripper and you can be world famous. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what you telling them. That's basically what you telling them, man. Like, it's trash.
These motherfuckers spend a whole time rapping about their pussy.
Yeah. Don't even know what their own pussy feel like. Don't even know what it feels
like. All right. Cool. Well, all y'all niggas talk about is fucking hoes and getting money in your cars and shit. Yeah, but that's like a few things you can rap about. Y'all rap about one thing, getting money from a nigga and your pussy, which is what you use to get the money from a nigga.
Yeah. Glorifying prostitution.
So important is the house to your pussy.
Glorifying prostitution. That's all it is.
Okay. Yes. And y'all like it. And yes, I said y'all. And when I say y'all, that means every one of y'all. Yes, every one of us. If I got to take an L with these old loser ass niggas out here because they part of my group, then yeah, you motherfuckers finna take an L too. Yes, that's how that works. But that Jermaine Dupri shit, that shit was crazy. Talking about, no, all of Cardi B songs aren't talking about, you know what I'm saying, being a stripper, bro. Come on, man. How you think that bitch got popular in the first fucking place?
Exactly.
Seriously. Y'all think niggas is really checking for Cardi B like that? No.
Not at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because first of all, she won't let a nigga cheat on her. So, I'm just saying. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Motherfuckers is crazy.
Nah, Shaq Kush.
Everybody goddamn crazy.
Stop the nonsense, Shaq Kush. Okay. All right.
Shaq Kush shit now?
Yeah, Shaq Kush in the mix, man. He in there talking about some Cardi B for
Yeah,
president.
shout out to Shaq Kush. That's my nigga. No, don't tell me he checking for Cardi B. Don't do that to me, Shaq Kush.
I'm hoping he in here trolling. I'm hoping this is a Cushington troll.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I don't think he that type of nigga, man. I just don't. According to T. Charla, maybe D Love is that type of nigga though. T. Charla ass is crazy. Leave my nigga D Love alone, man. Leave my nigga alone. Leave my nigga alone. My nigga just out here trying to make it, man. Let that man make it. God damn.
Yeah, I'll be honest, yeah. You know,
something else I want to fucking say. What the fuck else was it? Oh, it was somebody's call the other day at the end of the fucking stream. Oh, yeah, it was the D lady, the old school lady. Oh, my God. Ma'am, I don't know nothing about them Shemites, Israel. I don't know nothing about that shit.
You're talking about Miss D. Nelly.
I don't at all. So I can't speak much on it. All I can say is just from the outside looking in, that shit sounded a little crazy and far-fetched. I mean, it just did. And here's the thing. And I'm going to even go against my own argument. You got to give a little bit of space and leeway to these people for not knowing what to believe because it's so much misinformation out there. It's like sometimes it's hard to find out what you believe in and who to believe. That's hard as fuck nowadays because fucking fraudulence is at an all-time high. Ain't nobody real about a bitch-ass thing. So as soon as somebody say something, motherfuckers don't even believe them. Like if you say you somebody, they might not even believe you. If you playing the fucking game online and you fucking let's just say Tone Loc. This is the name that just came to my mind. Well, nigga, you sound like Tone Loc, but nigga, that ain't true. That ain't true. Prove it. Like niggas don't believe shit. Like niggas don't believe shit. I shouldn't say niggas, but nobody.
No, nobody do.
Don't nobody want to believe nobody or nothing. Because motherfuckers be lying.
That's true.
And we all know it. So like Pac say, who do you believe in? I still can't believe that nigga said Pac was a gang murderer. Nigga, please.
So you don't think that Pac's death had nothing to do with him getting that scuffle in the casino or whatever?
Of course. Pac was a volatile nigga. Yeah, that nigga was throwed off. We all know that. We all know that. He had problems. Nigga didn't like Pac. Pac talked a lot of shit. That's what happened when you talk a lot of shit. But come on, man. Under those circumstances, you mean to tell me they didn't solve that murder with all those motherfucking witnesses, with all of those cameras? You mean to tell me there ain't no cameras on the Las Vegas Strip? Is that what you telling me? That nobody saw what happened? Is that what you telling me? This motherfucker's unloaded on that car with all the witnesses and nobody saw nothing. There's no suspects, no nothing. That's what you telling me? But it was a gang thing. Nigga, please. Ain't no motherfucking gang that sophisticated in this planet except for one. The government. Ain't that right, Bretto? Tell him. Bretto know. Ain't nobody getting away with that shit, man. Nobody. Just like you saying, a motherfucker assassinated the president. Assassinated John F. Kennedy. Really? But there's doubt. We think he the shooter. They arrested that motherfucker that fast. With less witnesses. And he was up in a fucking building. These niggas was out on the street level. Come on, bro. And you know it was cops out there. After a Tyson fight, all them niggas. Come on, Honcho. All that money, come on, Honcho. You know better. I know Dan know better.
Where's Suge at? I need to talk to Suge about this.
I don't know. I don't know how you can say he set him up for that. I don't know, because I I mean, for real, if I set somebody up, I'm not supposed to be in the car with the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's just regular fucking sense. And Sugar's bigger than Tupac. Like, I mean, the odds. I'm a big nigga. If I got a little nigga in the seat next to me, he can't be my shield. Come on. That just don't make logical fucking sense.
Man.
And that's all I'm about, bro. I'm about logical sense, bro. That's it. It don't add up. I don't give a shit what you try to throw. It don't add up. And this is common knowledge. It shouldn't be that hard. You shouldn't have to do much research. It's common fucking knowledge.
Okay.
We don't know the why. We can only speculate as to why, but we do know the where and when.
Yeah.
And we don't know the who, per se. But ain't no way no regular fucking civilians pulled that off.
Man.
You shitting me?
Have you seen the man? Because Broderick had sent it to me. I don't know if I'd sent it to you or not, but it was Biggie. Like, well, he was puffy old bodyguard. Basically, he was talking about the situation that happened with Biggie, whole deal and how it went down because he was there that night and everything that happened with it. And if I had sent it to him, I'd send it to you. It's like a 2 or 3 parts to it, but you gotta listen to it. And the dude is you can tell what he's saying is very authentic, and it makes you question some things that are happening and that are involved with that situation. So if I hadn't sent it to you, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. I forgot his name, but I'll find it and send it to you. I think it's worth a listen. If you are interested in anything having to do with the Pac and Big situation, I think it's something you should listen to.
And let me ask you one other question, Mr. Dan, about the P. Diddy comments you made. Because that didn't make sense either. How many niggas you know fucking with P. Diddy musically? Like, want to be signed under his label, like, realistically?
Man, niggas out there walking for cheesecake. So you telling me right now, let's be honest, like, and niggas kill me, but let's be honest, because, you know, everybody want to sign a deal, if P. Diddy pulled up and somebody, he could pull up and anybody who would say he giving a record deal for Bad Boy, how many niggas you think would come out the woodworks and want to sign a deal? They might not be necessarily, Bad Boy might not be on and popping right now. They may not have any particular artist that's out in the mix right now. But if somebody comes through the neighborhood offering deals, if niggas signing deals to their local neighborhood record label for $5,000 or $500 or whatever else it is, you telling me if P. Diddy slide through there and say I'm gonna offer somebody a deal, niggas would be more than happy to go slide across the bridge and get that cheesecake, go get that Cambodian breast milk?
It depends on how desperate the nigga is, but let's just go with the facts. How many motherfucking artists that was under Bad Boy blew up and then stayed on top? After like the first album, let's just go even with their second album. How many Bad Boy artists made it past their second album that was doing well? Not a single one.
Now you and I know this. If you think niggas give a shit, niggas don't give a fuck. They go
and I understand that, but have you seen P. Diddy putting out any artists?
I haven't. I don't know what.
No. Have you seen everybody else putting out artists? Yes.
The last I seen from P. Diddy
niggas don't fuck with P. Diddy. Look, we respect P. Diddy because of the money he got. That's it. Yeah. That's why he get respect, because he got bread. That's it. Yeah. Because if that nigga would have never found Big, who the fuck is P. Diddy?
He's still eating off old Biggie songs. Fucking but yeah,
that nigga named Sean. There ain't no Ciroc or none of that.
But man, I'm telling you though, it's some. You got to watch this interview. There's some interesting things about Diddy that make it, because we all see Diddy as an old clown ass nigga, but there's some interesting things that old buddy talk about in that Diddy is cutthroat. I mean, and we know that he's cutthroat to a level. I mean, you see certain personality on some of the TV
absolutely. But I mean, you got to be up to a certain extent to get what he got as fast as he did. Of course, you had to cut some throat.
I'm talking about
cutthroat business.
I'm talking about cutthroat. Everybody can get it. So that's why I say
but niggas know and see his history. If he talk about putting bread up front, of course a nigga gonna sign with him. Ain't nobody got paid off a Bad Boy and just living off that shit. Hell no.
Because where is the fucking? Of course, you don't see none of the band no more. I don't even know if half them motherfuckers still alive. Who else? Again, he had two little R&B groups. And he had like a female group and a male R&B group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he had shit. What's the name of them girls? Total. It's Total, right?
yeah, Total was his though. Okay.
I thought Total was Bad Boy, wasn't it?
I don't even know. I think they might have been.
Come on, ladies in the chat. I know y'all know. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. Total was 112. They said Total was. Okay. Because when they on like one of Biggie on the remix of that Biggie song, Biggie was on one of their songs or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm thinking of that song "Can't You See." I'm trying to remember who the singer was. I think it was Total.
Yeah, that's what they talking about. Can't you see somebody?
And the best singer was the ugly chick with the hair covering half her face. The bitch was still ugly.
Because who was the male? Wasn't it like Day 26 or like he had a group named something? Because he had like that show. It was like another version of the band or something like that. Because he had the girl group. I don't know if Day 26 was the girl group or the dude
one
group.
with what was that the good looking black chick? Forgot her name. She could sing though. I think she was the lead singer in Day 26. I want to say. I don't remember her name either.
I don't even know. I just remember.
Anyway, get off this P Diddy goddamn. Fuck that nigga. But period, niggas respect money. I mean, niggas respect your money before they respect you. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
No matter who the fuck you is.
Straight up.
You could be nobody, but if you got some money, niggas like, oh man, I see you doing your thing. Like niggas respect that shit.
Yeah.
Don't even know what the fuck you did to get it, but they respect the fact that you got it. That's simple.
Yeah. Because if Master P starts signing deals, niggas gonna be on it because they want it. The new No Limit.
Yeah, but you could kind of say that about Master P too, but Master P was a little bit different because them niggas wouldn't have never made it nowhere if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
And what he started, like nobody would have never learned of them niggas like that. Because them was awesome hood niggas.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna say that they was the best rappers or the most talented people, but they still made some good music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit was, what is it, Beats by the Pound? They helped with that shit a lot. And Manny.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different from that end of the spectrum.
That's
He
what
did have some. Them motherfuckers are talented.
Danity Kane, that was the name of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
There was a trans person.
And they was what, a one album wonder.
I don't know about all that. I don't know what's going on with that. That's tough.
The band was what, a one album wonder.
What, did they make a whole album? I didn't know they made an album. I thought they had like two little whole ass things. Didn't they have like a single where they was doing some baseball shit or something like that?
I think they had a whole album, right?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's going on with none of that. Gorilla Zoe was under P Diddy? I didn't know that.
No shit.
Yeah.
His first album was fire.
That's the one with Lost and all that shit on
His first album was good. The
Hood
second one was okay. Yeah, the first one was jamming. The second one was okay. The second one wasn't half bad. But the third one, nah, he could have left that alone.
Okay.
But again, it's something about that P Diddy shit. Like the first album, if you get a second, it's okay. But after that, you fall off the face of the fucking earth. Yeah. Look at Mace. First album, jamming. Second album, okay. Third album, did anybody know the name of that shit?
The comeback album?
The first album was Harlem World.
Harlem World went on.
The first album was Harlem World. The second one was something else. The fuck was the second? The second one had some jams on it too. But the comeback, he had that one song, Welcome Back. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
And that was only because we knew the nigga came back.
And niggas, there was one like shit. After that, why were people so excited about him coming back? They came back and did nothing. That was a terrible.
Because he was jamming, man. Mace was jamming, and he had his own flow. Which, you know what? Let's talk about that a little bit. And yeah, I know I'm over the 10-minute time, but I ain't called in about 6, 7 motherfucking streams. So fuck that. I'm taking all my time. I'm reclaiming my time. Goddamn. Kemah. Lord have mercy, Kemah. Look here, bro. I feel your pain. I understand what it is you saying, and so does Honcho. Because Honcho nailed it when he said, look, the same shit you saying to us, we was saying the same shit to our parents. They didn't understand the music we listened to either, because I swear to God, my stepdad, that's in there right now, that nigga did not understand why I listened to screw music. he made fun of me so goddamn much. All like he used to make fun of that shit all the time. But nigga, I jammed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I came up on. So they couldn't stand it. But I listened to their music too. And I liked a lot of their shit. I didn't like all of it. You know, some of it wasn't my taste. But a lot of it was good fucking music. And then this new music is just not the same. Like the musical value then went way the fuck down. Now it's just about the beat. If you got a good beat and something catchy to say with it, that's it. This nigga made a whole song. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. That's all this nigga was saying over and over again. Okay. What about Gucci gang? And he never say shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is you talking about? What about it? Tell me something. Nothing. I got nothing. Now, I'm not going to say that all the shit that I listen to has substance to it, because of course not. Some of it was just, it sounded good, or it had a catchy hook. You know what I'm saying? Some of it I might not have known all the words to, because I guarantee ain't nobody in this chat can recite one complete Bone Thugs and Harmony song. Word for word. None of you motherfuckers can do it.
Absolutely not. And with Shaq Kush in here, I'm still sticking by my story, Shaq Kush. I don't care if you agree or disagree. That was still the first mumble rap group, because niggas cannot repeat that shit, goddammit.
No, I'm still saying Youngstar was.
But then Youngstar really had but did he have like the notoriety? Literally. But yeah, you ain't lying. Youngstar was, but he ain't just had that national appeal like Bone Thugs did, because them niggas, you know, they was on a
true, but you know, because that was Bone came out perfectly in the era of gangster rap, to where it was tailing off. But what they did, they kind of switched it to a kind of a singing version of it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you still got the hardcore lyrics, but it was more melodical. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all just straight fucking fire, just like burning the whole fucking thing down.
Yeah.
You know, they made it more, I guess, easier to listen to. You can catch the melody in the shit. It wasn't just about the words and a hard beat. So they kind of curved it a little bit, even though it still held the same shit.
Yeah. But yeah, Youngster wasn't.
But niggas was singing that shit.
Youngster seen coming, with a woman,
and you was dead ass right when you said him and Lil Flex sounded like the same nigga. Because I swear to God, I couldn't tell the difference between them niggas either.
Man.
Couldn't tell the difference.
Because I remember, I forgot what song it was. I looked on there and told my featured Lil Flex. I'm like, where? Where's Lil Flex featured on the song? Like, what?
Knocking pictures off the wall, I think, right?
Yeah, it was knocking pictures off the wall. But that's what I was like, I was like, this nigga song? Like, I had no idea. But yeah, that's the crazy shit about it.
And Youngster said a lot of shit that didn't make sense. Ball dot smoking sweets with Benjamin Franklin's on my feet. What the fuck is a Benjamin Franklin, nigga? What the fuck is that?
But boys don't understand.
But we sang that shit.
Caravan. That's what I'm still trying to figure that one. Boys don't understand virtual reality caravan. I'm still trying to understand the premise. Like, does the van have virtual reality in it? Are you in virtual reality in the caravan? Like, what is? Hey, it just sounded good though, niggas. But you know, that was that era where you could just say, as long as that shit around, niggas was just saying some of the most outrageous. Like, you can't say that shit now because the internet gonna be like, well, show that shit. Prove it with a picture. Niggas used to say shit, you know. Who was it? With ESG talking about shooting dice with Donald Trump, Bill Gates, and Ed McMahon. Now the internet gonna want you to prove. You can't say the outrageous shit you could say back then. So yeah, because they gonna want you to prove some shit, man.
No. And yes, Kenneth, they sound alike, bro. You can't even tell who. You don't know whose song is what. The beats sound the same. Even the fucking same bass line is the same on these same fucking all this shit. The same fucking bass line. If you put that shit in the car that's got speakers in it and you turn the treble all the way off, you won't know what the fucking song is. You won't have a fucking clue. But if you pull up anything from the 2000s or the 90s and just let me hear the bass line, I could damn near tell you whose song it is. Because it sounds different. Even if it's made by the same producer. And a lot of these niggas sound like they getting their same beats from the same producer, but it's not. It's different producers who make the same sound. When did that shit become cool? That was never a thing. Every producer you went to had a different sound.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a Timberland beat come on, you know it's a Timberland beat. You don't even have to see who it's by. When a Manny Fresh beat come on, you know it's his shit. When it's a Jazzy Faye beat, you know it's his. When it's a Pimp C beat, you know it's his. You can tell easily. David Banner, you know it's his shit. Now you can't even tell no more. Don't have a clue. So that's what we basically saying, Kenneth, is there's a whole complete lack of ingenuity, bro. I'm not saying that the music shouldn't be listened to or that you wrong for listening to it and enjoy it. Look, if that's what you like, bro, more power to you. But it lacks creativity to me. It's not creative at all. And music is supposedly an art form. And I don't know if it's carrying that badge no more. I just don't. Because I don't see no art in that. Not at all. And I understand. Them niggas, they doing it to get the money.
Yeah.
I get it. Get your money. I'm not mad at you, but I'm not finna support it. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think it became too pop? Because back in the day, it was like they were still fighting for respect in hip hop and to be acknowledged as a legitimate art form. Now it's probably the most popular art form musically in America. So do you think now, once something becomes so mainstream, do you think it's just more about, like I say, just the notoriety instead of the respect? Because, niggas used to battle. You don't even really hear diss tracks like that. I mean, you hear diss tracks here and there, but it's nothing artful to it. Like, come on, think about like Nas and Jay-Z. That shit was like a lyrical fight, nigga. It was like, ooh, damn, that's personal. Now niggas just, I'm gonna shoot you, nigga. I'm gonna pull up on them, they go really shoot the niggas and then wonder how they get arrested and shit.
That shit got radicalized during the gangster rap era. That's when that shit got radicalized. Because at first it was just like competing to who's the best.
Yeah.
It was just about competition. Then sooner or later, motherfuckers didn't like the competition because they knew they wasn't better. So then it became more about who had more street cred. It wasn't about who could rap the best. It was about who had more street credibility.
Yeah.
And now it's supposedly is who's the biggest gangster.
Yeah.
Or who willing to do the craziest shit. Or the dumbest shit, which is about the same.
The dumbest shit.
Because a lot of these artists is out here doing dumb shit.
And so with that, bringing it full circle, so y'all ain't even people we was doing. We was bringing it full circle on y'all. We was finessing several different topics. Y'all ain't peeped the game. We didn't finesse y'all full circle. So how much of the rap community being associated with the pro-black community has to do with the undermining of the integrity of a lot of the standards that we have these days?
And he mentioned something about Jay-Z. My brother, look, every one of these so-called activists or people that you saying, all the motherfuckers didn't grow up thinking that or having that mindset. That's some shit that they developed. You mean to tell me that Jay-Z always wanted to be a businessman before he started selling crack? No. Hell no. That was a means to get him there. That was something that he did that he thought was okay at the time. Then once he saw it was more money in doing shit the legal way, and he didn't have to expose himself as much, then he adapted. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. You can start out somewhere and end up somewhere completely different. Because he didn't have no fucking formal training. Neither did Trump. He the fucking president. He ain't no fucking politician. But I don't see you out here condemning him. Oh no, because you're too busy with his dick in your mouth. Y'all make me sick with that shit. Well, he started out here. How the fuck he end up here? Because he fucking learned. The fuck you mean? The man bettered himself. Seriously? He started out where a lot of these ignorant ass niggas started out. And he turned and tried to turn around and educate these ignorant ass niggas. Did you watch the story, OJ? It's because he learned better. And he was saying in the fucking song, if I would have knew then what I knew now, about how dumb I fucking was, and about how dumb these niggas look. And he said that exact same shit. And you still stuck on the fact that the nigga sold dope. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of your face? Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
Come on. Nigga got $1 billion. Put that in your face.
I'm gonna be honest about old Jay, man. That nigga scared to ride a jet ski. Beyonce got him out there looking weak, you know. And Jay, what? Damn near 50.
Damn, yeah, he gotta be at least close.
Yeah, he's damn near 50. I'm gonna be honest. Look, he picking a real late date to start growing them dreads. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know, they say when you grow dreads, you start thinking, I don't know about Jay. I don't know what's happening if he's reaching a midlife. Probably trying to relate to the kids. What? I don't know what's going on.
And I mean, look, I'll give you this. And this the part where you can't even say, look, like Honcho just said, the man damn near 50. If he's still talking that same shit he was talking when he was 17 or 18, I can see you tearing his ass up, bro. I'll be right along with you. But if you ain't learned something about age 50, my nigga, about what's really real and what ain't, come on, man. You can't knock that man for growing old and getting wiser. We all did dumb shit when we was stupid. We all thought we did what we were supposed to be doing until we learned otherwise. Got exposed to some other shit. But like you said, it's up to you to take advantage of that shit. Some of them never understand. You got niggas out here that's in their 40s doing the same shit they was doing when they was 19. The same shit. No different mindset, no nothing. They stuck on the same bullshit. You want to pick the man who done chose to find a way to better himself. Doing shit the right way. The same way everybody else make their money. The legal way. But you got a problem with him. I don't see your fault in the man. I really don't.
You know, I ain't telling you to sell dope. Nah, Hove did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Hopefully, so you don't have to go through that. Like, I don't know what else you want from the dude.
I've been thinking about the Jake.
And then you say accept responsibility. You mean to tell me that's not accepting responsibility? Yes, I sold dope, but that shit wasn't smart. How is that not accepting responsibility? So everything that you said that people should do, he doing, and you still condemn the man for doing it.
Kenny, shut your goofy ass up. Cole,
I swear, it's like y'all just try to find a successful black man and to find some way to tear him down, but you picked the wrong one. You got all these other niggas that did some whole shit that you could have picked from. You could have used R. Kelly all day long, because he doing the same shit he been doing this whole time, but you didn't say nothing about that nigga. Well, I guess maybe, that's a dead horse. Okay. All right.
Here's my thing.
That's low-hanging fruit. Okay.
Kenneth, you keep trying to claim J. Cole. J. Cole is the same age as me, nigga. You don't get J. Cole credit in your generation. Like, I just leave that alone. Like, you've been trying to claim Cole for a long time. Drake and J. Cole. Them niggas are closer to my age. Well, J. Cole the same age as me than they are. Yeah. You don't get J. Cole credit. It's not your generation.
Them niggas just got on late. Yeah. They got on late. That's it.
But J. Cole album's always been good. Born Center was a great one. That whatever Forest Hills Drive was out, the one right before that was good. You know what I'm saying? So let's you know what I'm saying? Let's stop the nonsense. You feel me? So you don't get J. Cole.
The only one you got a shot at is Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, you can have Joyner.
I can kind of see you pulling that out because I fucks with Joyner. And Joyner has his own sound. That just fucking proves the point. Don't nobody else sound like him. Nobody. His beats don't sound like everybody else's shit. His lyrics don't sound the same. His voice is different, and he changed up his flow. The nigga is supremely talented. Why you think he blowing up like that? Because the quote-unquote old heads fuck with him. Because he bringing that shit back.
Who lumps Joyner Lucas in with the mumble rappers? Like, stop the nonsense. Kenny, you just saying shit. This is not the same way you trying to say we generalize your shit, and you are the one who is doing all the generalizing. That's basically what it is. So,
yeah, good luck with that, Kenneth. You fighting an uphill battle, brother.
Straight up.
And trust me, we fought that battle the same way you fighting it till we realized it was futile.
You ain't seen nothing, Kenneth. Goddamn, you need to see that feel and work on that footwork. But
music changed with the times.
Which is true.
And anyway, I've done enough talking for this evening. I've tried to get my points across, the points that you were willing to respond to, and other ones that you weren't. But that's all right. I still fuck with you, Honcho.
It's all good. You know what?
You're going to learn today.
You know,
you're going to learn, brother.
Samson Simpson, I stick by my story.
Oh, and Shannon, God bless you, young sister. I really don't know what to say with you. Like, Lord have mercy. You got a lot going on. You got a whole lot going on. I just wish you the best and much success in your lifetime. That's all I can wish for you. Anyway, I'm going to end on that note. I'll holler at y'all later.
Really.
Peace.
Appreciate it, Professor Trill. Okay. Now, a lot of things were talked about. You women in your stripper rap ruining the black community. You youngsters in your shitty rap ruining the black community. Let's see what else. Let me see. Is the? Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I might have to reboot the line. Look. Yeah, Trill might have wore the juice out the line. Let me refresh it real quick. Y'all give me just a second. I see folks trying to call in. I see y'all got some stuff to say. Let me reboot up real quick. Sometimes they get to tripping. Let me reboot it real quick. That's funny. Oh my God. Kenneth. But what's the last one? Not the Wizard. What's the last one he just put out? That I didn't care for that shit. I listened to that shit a little bit. Not like, here's my deal. I like a little bit of Future. I like some of the shit he put out. I like toxic masculinity Future. I don't like that emotional Future shit. I need that misogynistic music. I need some of that degrading shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out there trying to violate somebody's integrity type shit, that's what I'm on. I'm trying to corrupt somebody's mind type shit. But that other shit, like I said, that last one, I don't remember what the last one was. Something, love something, or I forgot what the fuck it was, but it wasn't. I don't know what it was called, but I listened to it. I can't even tell you what it's called. It just really wasn't that good to me. So I can't really tell you the name of it. I completely forgot. Come on, give me a second. Let me run through this here. So, yeah, I need the toxic masculinity Future. Give me just a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this because it's tripping. Hold on 1 second. Oh, God damn it. Hold on 1 second. It's just doing some.
What's going on?
It's doing some automated processes here. Let me let the things finish clicking real quick, and then I got you. Hold on, I gotta fucking change the microphone. Hold on. Okay, man, I'm coming back in, man. I had you, but it was just I couldn't adjust the mic because it was doing a little automated process. So it was doing its own thing. What's the motherfucking deal? We got called in to the den this evening.
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Okay, Roman, what's on your mind, man? How do you feel about tonight's topic?
Oh, man. You know, Honcho, that's a question I want to ask you.
All right, what you got?
All right, man. it has something to do with it, but some don't at the same time, man. So I mean, we've been going off topic. It's the damn will go off topic, but it's not too off topic. That was still with the conversation. Um. Okay, so you heard stuff about R. Kelly, man. It just came out that more tapes that one of his workers or singers or something like that turned in 20 tapes and all that. And of course, he's all these federal charges. You know, they arrested him, all that. I asked my family this, and I asked some people this. I want to ask everybody in the den. If R. Kelly would have did this same thing to white girls, do you think that black people would be as outraged as they are now?
That's a very good question.
And before you say answer, let me tell you why. I always use the OJ example. OJ, the reason why niggas defended OJ, look, niggas ain't idiot. We know OJ did that. The evidence was plain. It was plain obvious OJ did it, right? But he killed 2 white people. If OJ would kill his first wife, who was black, niggas would have had a problem. You know, I think what happened was he did this to black women. And black women is R. Kelly's main audience. That's who adores him. And for him to hurt them, I think it's a betrayal for black people, especially black women. That's why I think he's hated right now. But listen, if there's some white Susies or whatever it is, there's some white girls, or we'll be defending R. Kelly right now. So what's your answer to that, Honcho?
I think you're absolutely right. I think if it was the black community, if this was white girls, they wouldn't give a shit. It wouldn't be no documentary. But if it was white girls, R. Kelly ass would have been in jail a long ass time ago. There wouldn't have been no surviving R. Kelly. It would have been R. Kelly was done in the early 2000s. Wouldn't have been no Dave Chappelle skits. Wouldn't have been no none of that. It would have been a wrap. But the problem is though is because you see all the campaigns and shit that come from that, and that's why I say I think Kim Fox has a lot to do with it. Is because nobody wanted to listen because they were young black girls and they were this and they were that. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Whoever held on to them 20 fucking tapes needs to go to jail. Period.
I agree. That's what we were talking about. Because you had those tapes, so they said over 20-some years in your house. Yeah. I want to hear no exceptions. Your ass needs to go to jail, and anybody else who helped R. Kelly get these girls in and out needs to go to jail.
Absolutely.
There's no way. Because you just a sick. You know, and I always say this, Honcho. I feel zero sympathy for them girls who are older. Like who did that shit with R. Kelly. You knew what you was walking into. I don't care what you say. You knew how crazy R. Kelly was. You were of the age. Now those girls that were 15, 14, 13, no. He definitely need to go to jail for that shit because you can manipulate a mind that young. You know, because that grown puberty's coming. They don't know yet. But when you're fucking 30.
Where the fuck are these kids' parents? That's what I want, like, because he had.
There we go.
The little publicist came out yesterday talking, and they tried to, man, I had to slap the shit out that daddy. Because you see how the publicist low-key clowned the daddy, and the daddy shut up after that. Because he said when the publicist was like, well, if that was my daughter, I'd have drove a truck through that hotel to go get her. I wouldn't have been asking no questions. Oh, buddy, he got quiet after that. He ain't want to say nothing after that shit. You know what I'm saying? No. He was you know, he got quiet. He was like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't want to talk about the where my daughter at. They trying to put on a scene like, shut your clown ass up. Them motherfuckers, like, I know for a fact the parents.
The thing is, I feel like the parents deserve time too. I don't care because you take your 15-year-old daughter to an R. Kelly concert. I mean, y'all niggas is 20, y'all 30 at that time, 20 something like. Y'all remember listening to R. Kelly in the 90s? Y'all was around when the case came out in the early 2000s. You know what he talks about in his music. And you bring your 15-year-old daughter at the time to an R. Kelly concert. You know he likes young girls. You idiot, man. Your ass need to be in jail too, because you're a fucking idiot. You set your own trap up and you fell in it. Yeah. This is. I think it's stupid, bro. I think everybody who has something to do. Everybody who was on that documentary who said they used to work for him and knew all that, asked me to go to jail. Because you knew everything, and now you don't want to say nothing, bro. I don't want to hear that. But
the savages definitely need to go to jail because right now they trying to capitalize off that shit. Because if this was an issue and this has been going on for so long, like I say, now that all this stuff that came out, now y'all really trying to exploit and take advantage of it. Because why the fuck is your little daughter talking so fucking much? Like, what the fuck does she got to do with anything? You the parent.
Yeah.
Like, why is the little one talking? She talking more than ever. Like, that household is in complete disarray. Because, like I say,
well, the thing is,
what?
you know, in a way, I feel bad for R. Kelly, Honcho, because R. Kelly was molested by his own sister. He was molested by church members in the church, and then it allegedly came out that R. Kelly's real daddy is his grandpa, his grandfather, his mom's dad. I mean, I think black people. I think when we think of incest, we all think of the joke that's always Alabama or just white people, but incest happens everywhere, man. It's sick people in every family, of every race. So I'm just saying, it's so sad when a man that talented is that crazy. You know, I feel a little bad, but in a way I don't, because damn, it's no right for you to hurt a child. But I think it's a case like this. You know, the abused becomes the abuser. You get what I mean? So, but man, it's a fucked up situation, man. It really is. But going into before I get off this line, going into this topic we was talking about. You know, Honcho, I kind of see. I think what both Dan, you, and Jay Dizzle was trying to say, man. I think y'all all was basically saying the same thing and agree with a lot of points, and it just went off. I mean, Jay Dizzle went off tonight. I mean, that's just funny. But I really think we do have to find that gray area. You know, I do agree that black people have to do better just in general. I do support black businesses and all that. But what we do have to realize is that there's a lot of people like Jay Dizzle that, I mean, of course, we want to see black people do better, but in a way they don't care because the way it's about me, you know. So I think sometimes the sensitive part of getting mad about people doing that is all shrouded, but you got to realize some people ain't going to believe the same thing you believe in. You know, some people won't fall left, fall right. It just matters on who it is. You get what I mean? So, you know, the thing with me, I feel like I kind of in that gray area. I can agree with this, but I can also hear another example from this. You know, so yeah, man, do think we've got to find that gray area. It's like some black people just ain't gonna follow the same thing others are. You know, like you, if you have to use this example, you lean more conservative, right? A lot of black people ain't gonna agree with you. Some lean more left, some black people don't agree with that. Somewhere in the middle. We're never gonna find every black person is gonna agree with us. So we've got to find a way of working it, and the people that do agree with us, shit, we do it. But that's my call, man. Man, anytime.
That's my fault. I'm roaming myself. But my thing is that, you know, but my issue with this is when you look at any other group demographic, anything anywhere, there's no group that leans, and again, this ain't about the politics aspect of it, it's just really about the pro-black thing, but politics plays a big part. That no group leans as heavily to one ideology, one belief, as it is when it comes to black people and the Democrats, and that's part of my deal. Like that, that's why I'm like, just, you know, and again, I was watching the Bull in the Ballot a little earlier this week, the Malcolm X speech. Hello, what's the motherfucking deal?
What's going on, Honcho? This is your boy, Man Up here.
Man up, what's on your mind, man?
Man, yeah, I was sitting there talking about the pro-black things, and I was listening to, give me one second, hold on. Sorry about that. And I was sitting there listening to Jay Dizzle's call. You know what? I kind of have to agree with Dizzle a little bit on that, man, because he did speak the truth. It's like, yeah, people are going to be ignorant and dumb and stupid, but let them. You know what I'm saying? They want to be that way, let them. And I did see your point on that, too. A lot of these pro-blacks, they only give you one side to look at and not the other, or not another. They want to tell you this is what's going on, and that's it. They don't want to tell you, you know, all the other crazy nonsense, you know what I'm saying? So So I kind of agree with that a little bit there. I kind of agree with both of y'all a little bit, to be honest with you, because both of y'all make good valid points. It's just that, sometimes when both of y'all are right, some people, a lot of people will look at it like both of you are wrong when both of y'all have good points, just looking at it different way, if that makes sense how I'm putting that.
Yeah, no, got you.
But also, too, I forgot what it was Jesus was talking about because I laid down because he was on the call for a minute and I laid down. I forgot. He made a point. I forgot what it was. God,
what about youngster being a mumble rapper? He talked about. We talked about
today's. Yeah, that was another thing because I had sent you a link about or a picture of me about the Jermaine Dupri saying that about female rappers, and it's just mighty funny, saying when he said that a lot of female rappers want to attack him.
Yeah.
It's like before you attack and you think the story of attacking with your emotions, what did he say that was wrong?
Yeah.
Answer that question. What did he say that was wrong? You know what I'm saying? He said nothing that was wrong. But I know I'm finna be crazy when I say this, but it's the truth. I kind of agree with Cardi B when she said she's just giving the people what they want to hear, which is true. That's what the people want to hear. And Jay Dizzle ended his call by saying, "Get your money." You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. That's kind of what they are doing. They are getting their money, but I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how. It's just one female rapper that I don't know if anybody heard of her or not. Her name is Tink. And she made a song called Ratchet Commandments. That's the only female rapper these days that speaks some kind of positivity to try and change your mind. I mean, that was like a year or so ago when she made that song. Probably a little longer. I forget exactly. But that's the only one that made a song that not talking about selling pussy, eating pussy, getting money from men, and all that stuff. Now, I will say this here. Because Jay Dizzle said it right. When I was saying, when Jermaine Dupri had said that, I was telling my wife, and she was like, she ain't heard it. I said, yeah, you said that, but hey, you gotta, even though we might not like it, like a lot of our parents didn't like our music when we were growing up, but guess what? It was I guess you could say, an honest living. But what I'm saying, at least they wasn't out there, robbing and stealing and all that crazy nonsense. They was, doing something. At least, making some good money. I guess you could say some honest money. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, hold on for 1 second. My daughter just woke up. I guess I'm talking too loud. Sorry about that. I guess I'm talking too loud. I think I woke my daughter up. But, oh, you not drinking no soda? Sorry about that. but I said that too about a lot of these guys. I say all they doing is I'm trying to sugarcoat a little bit because my daughter's getting something to drink real quick, but let y'all fill in the blanks. All these guys are rapping about just, getting money, being with a lot of women, things like that. They not really, there's only a couple of guys like J. Cole and maybe a little bit of Kendrick Lamar who's rapping something positive. And then when it comes to the pro-black stuff, look, this is one reason why. This is what I want to say. I agree with you, what you said when you're speaking pro-black. Can you talk to me about it without talking about white people? Is what you said. I look at it just slightly different, but the same. Can you talk to me about it without telling me what to do or not to do? You know what I'm saying? Because they say, well, don't spend your money here. If you don't do this and that'll happen, blah, blah, blah. Things like that. So I'm kind of like this here. If you want to be pro-black, your business, your life, your decision, your choice, you do you. But the same thing we say, like you say about the gay community, about people that's religious, don't force that on nobody else. If you want to do that, that's your business. That's your life. I'm not knocking you. I'm not trying to stop you. And you know what I'm saying? But, if you want to say, okay, this is what I believe, this is what I think, okay. But don't come telling me what I should do when you know what I'm saying, when you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? But just because you're black and I'm black, I'm supposed to be automatically connected to you. Sorry, it don't work that way. At least not in my eyes, it don't. So that's the reason why I stopped. Well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons why I stopped, with that pro-black stuff, because it's like, I forgot exactly how it went down, but it was one incident. As a matter of fact, it was a corner store in Fifth Ward. Just because this one black guy went in there, and it was I forget the guy's nationality, but he wasn't black or white. I forget his nationality. But anyway, there was a black guy went into the store, and one of the owners, he got into a conversation with the owner of the corner store, and he going to try to tell everybody, saying in the neighborhood, don't go there. This guy don't like black people, blah blah blah. So and I'm like, you know what? I can. And then one day I went and I bought me a soda, and he got something to say to me. I'm like, dude, didn't say nothing crazy to me.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of jump started it for me a little bit, to get me to thinking just a little bit different. Kind of somewhat jump started, but not really. If you get where I'm coming from. Yeah. But and stuff like that. It's like, okay, it's kind of like with T.I. I want to tell black people don't shop at Gucci or something like that. He said, I forget exactly how he put it, but it's like, okay, if you don't want to shop at Gucci, that's you. That's your business. But don't get mad at Mayweather when Mayweather wants to. That's that man's money. He worked his ass off for his money. Whether you like how he spend his money or not, it's his. He do what he wants to do. You can't tell other people what to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not my mom, my dad. Me, my own mom and dad didn't tell me nothing like that. They just told me to make smarter decisions. Well, not my dad, because my dad died when I was young, but my mom used to tell me, make smarter decisions with your money. See what I'm saying? She didn't tell me, don't do this, don't do that. She would say, always tell me, think about what it is that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Give me some advice. And then you had posed a question, how come, what did you say? I forgot how you said it. You said, how come a lot of black families try to push education. There you go, yeah. And my personal opinion is this here. A lot of black families don't teach you how to be happy within yourself. They try to teach you how to be happy outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, with the men, getting a lot of women, getting money, stuff like that. And I'm not a woman, so I'm just going to speculate on this, but I think they teach women how to be happy with your looks, with your body, and stuff like that. They don't teach you how to be happy on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Because we see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Women value their looks. Well, not all women, so I don't want nobody saying nothing crazy that I said this or that. I know not all women, but a lot of women value their looks, and a lot of men value materialistic things to try to impress women. See what I'm saying? They don't teach you education. They don't teach you how to manage your money properly, things like that. And you touch on a good point. A lot of these rappers don't they glorify the hood, but as soon as they get you some money, they gone. I mean, even Rick Ross said it himself in one of his songs. He said he had to get out of David. That shit was loco. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of these rappers do. They get out the hood because they know damn well if they're there, they're going to end up like that singer that won American Idol. I cannot think of her name. Well, her family got killed because her mom wanted to stay there in the hood. Jennifer Hudson, I think her name is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, her mom did not want to leave, and she tried to get her mom to leave. Well, look what happened. And the same thing with that Washington Redskins player. I forgot his name. They got killed. He got shot in the leg and hit a main artery, and he bled to death. Sean Taylor, yep. You know what I'm saying? Because they in the hood. And Sean Taylor was out the hood, but he kept some of his hood friends and people that was cleaning his house that, you know what I'm saying, that set him up, things like that, because they saw all the money he was being generous with his family. But it's just that my thing is this here. If you're going to be pro-black, your business, your life, your choice, you do you. But don't force that on me, because I'm going to do me. Because if you want to go that route, then I can say I can turn that back on them and say, well, if you're saying this here about because somebody, I don't know, because the person that makes Mercedes-Benz said they hate black people. Well, guess what? That Tommy Hilfiger you got on, you know what I'm saying, he said that. Well, you can go with that with a lot of companies. I mean, it was even said back in the day that Nike said that when they put something in Jordan shoes, thanks for buying these shoes, you know, use the N-word, but, you know, I've never seen it myself, but I've heard other people say that, so I'm just speaking on that part. But we can flip that, you can flip that on them some kind of which way, because a lot of people you know what I'm saying, say crazy nonsense behind your back, and you don't know it. So I'm saying, so at the end of the day, my bottom line is this here. I'm not gonna run along too long, but the bottom line, my thing is this here. If you wanna speak on something, your personal choice, you do you. But don't bring that towards me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with you, or if I choose not to do whatever it is that you are saying or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't you know what I'm saying? Get upset at me because I can flip that back on you. That's why I said when Jay Dizzle got off the line, I was like, "That's a good call," because he was right on that. But then also, I agree with you too. You was right too, because a lot of these pro-blacks do just give you one view to look at. If you don't know no better, they just give you one view. They don't say because they do focus on the white man are doing this, the white man are doing that. You can't be happy if you're doing this, doing that. But they don't say it to. They don't really give you good views and saying, okay, be successful with yourself. Think long and hard about this. When you earn some money, invest in it, save it. Don't go spend it on crazy stuff like that. They don't do all stuff like that. They just tell you, don't do this. You'll never be happy. You can't. You're going to go join the army. If you go working for corporate America, you're going to be miserable. All that stuff like that. When some people are happy with punching the clock every day. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying, wants to start their own business. Some people are okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That's their life. That's their choice. That's their business. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. But I ain't gonna ramble on too long, man. I gotta get back upstairs to my wife, man. But I want to say this here before I go. No, Honcho was not eating man up cookies. But if he wants some, he can get in contact with me and get some more.
I already know. Yeah, these ain't quality cookies. These ain't man up's good ass cookies. These just some Kroger I cookies. You want the real shit? You gotta holler at man up. You gotta hit that man cave channel and let him know, man.
Oh yeah, I asked Honcho about this, and he said it was okay. But the next time I join him on the stream, I'm gonna have a contest, and the winner, the first person to get the correct answer will get a free dozen cookies from me. But we'll set all that up, man. Honcho talk about this another day. We'll set all that up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Man Up, and I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, yeah, I'm going now. I'll let you.
All right, you too. Shout out to Man Up holding down. Yeah, y'all see, y'all niggas gonna be there for that stream. Y'all always want some free stuff. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening? I think we might probably wrap it up. It's that boy Kush who said Cushington said that Bone Thugs were the first mumble rappers. Why do you feel this way, Cushington?
Bone Thugs was the first mumble rappers.
So who goes harder, Migos or Bone Thugs?
Shit. Repeat something the nigga said. I'm done with everybody. I'm done with everybody. I'm on.
Really. So what do you think about the pro-black situation, Cushington? Do you think that it's an issue? Is it a problem? Do you care? How do you feel about the pro-black issue in America?
Man, fuck everything that's going on in America. All I'm thinking about is me. Shit. I gotta survive. Fuck this shit. Everybody talking about all this pro-black, pro-white, fuck my dick. Punk ass motherfuckers.
So, what about playing Madden on Pro?
Huh?
So, what about playing Madden on Pro?
Madden?
Yeah, do you play Madden on Pro?
Nah, I play on all Madden.
Yeah, okay. Somebody told me that you played them on Pro mode and that they beat you.
Nah. Never that.
I'm just trying to get proper confirmation.
And where we're talking down there, Kelly? Yeah, I'll go suck my dick too, punk asses. Nobody talk about the version R. Kelly.
But shit, you saying stuff like that, that's what got R. Kelly in trouble. You better be careful, man. They gonna come get you too. You gonna be out there? They caught him walking the dog and snatched him up.
Shit, not me. I don't fuck with little girls.
That's good for them.
Huh?
No, I'm trying to sneak and eat a cookie. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody say you only fuck with little boys named Josh.
I don't fuck with little boys named Josh. Shit. Fuck them whole hoe ass niggas. And these nurse pants or regular pants too. Nurse booty. The nurse's booty be looking good, the motherfucker. The yoga pants, shit. They trying too hard.
Do you think yoga pants are deceptive?
What?
I said, do you think yoga pants are deceptive? Do they have too much elasticity to hold stuff in place and make it look better than it really is?
Hell yeah. But the nurse booty's looking right.
Okay. So what would you rather have? A BBW in yoga pants. No, hold on. Yes, a BBW in yoga pants or a fab in the nurse's outfit.
A fab.
A fab.
A fat ass bitch. A fat ass bitch. Or what?
Or a BBW. So a BBW in the yoga pants or a fab in the nurse's outfit.
I'll take the BBW.
Okay. What would you rather have a BBW in the yoga pants or a food stampion in the nurse's outfit?
Fuck the food stampions. I'm calling them hoes.
You ain't fucking with the food stampions?
Hell nah.
That's tough, man. This is tough. This is tough. All right. I don't know. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Anything else you want to add?
Me and Heidi gonna get married.
No, what?
Make sure y'all come to the wedding. Hell yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be here overseas.
It's gonna be here.
Okay.
At your house. Fuck that shit. It's gonna be cheap.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, come over here. Look, Heidi rich. She won the lotto, so we going to Heidi crib, and Heidi mama gonna be the maid of honor.
That's what's up.
Okay. That's a B.
Professor Trill gonna be he gonna be the preacher.
The preacher trio. Okay.
Yeah, preacher Trill. He gonna call out all Heidi bad flaws.
That's tough. Yeah, you gonna keep it real. You know, when they talk about does anybody think that this marriage shouldn't take place, he gonna raise his hand himself. He gonna be like, nah, this shit don't need to take place. Cause Heidi ain't never motherfucking called in, that's why. That's so funny.
But shit, that's what's up. I'll just holler at y'all niggas.
Already. Well, Cushington, as always, man, triple OG, quadruple OG. Cushington, man, it's good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, the den was originally called the Cushy Den.
They don't know about that Kush deal, man. They don't know about that.
They don't know about the Age of Empire days
Oh man, that was terrible. I was watching one of them earlier.
when I used to run over all your shit in the monster truck.
I used to be on there winning, killing Cushion. Cushion would swear up and down. I was like, how this nigga keep cheating? This nigga just, I was just putting in work with my people. The next thing you know, fucking monster truck come out of nowhere, just running over all the damn shit, just ruining it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't sharing these cookies. You crazy, the only one. These my cookies, goddamn it. And yeah, just ruin all my shit, man. Oh, that's tough, man. No, the sheriff. Oh, they don't know about that. They definitely don't know about the sheriff. Sheriff is some triple OG shit too. That's tough, man.
The what?
They don't remember the sheriff when they used to have a sheriff, little mask on. That shit was great. Heidi, does your mom have a premium Snapchat? You know, and is she offering better deals than yours? I need to know. But all right, that's a bit, man. Cushion, anything else you want to add, man?
Nah.
Really. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man, and it's good to hear from you.
Hell yeah. Fuck with your boy.
Already. Shout out to Triple OG Kush, man. Y'all don't know about that. So y'all don't know about strutting that ass. Well, why don't you walk it? You're gonna be out there strutting that ass. That's tough stuff. That's tough. See, no, but what you gotta see, you don't pay for the premium. You get the you get like the trial edition, what they call that shit, the review. You gotta get the review package. And dad a motherfucking player. What's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the den this evening. Hello. I knew the voice sounded familiar. It's been so long. I couldn't recall. How are you doing this evening, Miss Rashida? Now we're doing good. I had you roaming for a second, but I fixed it. I got you.
Yeah, I read the chat. I see.
Okay, so what's your mind? How you feel about tonight's topic?
First I want to talk about the R. Kelly situation right quick.
Okay.
I just was surprised that 20 more tapes came out. Mm-hmm. Like, was he running his own Pornhub for kids, child pornography? I mean, what's really going on? All these underage girls. I mean, come on now. If you want to do porn,
is this supposed to be 20 tapes of all underage?
He could have did it with the ones that's of age. If that's something that he used to taking himself. Why you mess with all them underage girls?
I'm not sure. So all the tapes are supposed to be underage girls. The 20 new tapes that they put out are all underage?
That's what they said.
Okay,
that's what they said.
So whoever's sitting on that, whoever had that shit needs to go to jail with it. Like whoever been sitting on.
And I agree with you 100%.
That's
crazy. I
agree
100%.
That's crazy stuff. So you had, because if anybody else gets found with child porn on any kind of device, any kind of Jared, the Subway Man, or whatever, they go into jail. So how can you just I knew it, but I was just keeping it for what? You have no valid reasoning. The money didn't. There's nothing else you can tell me besides the payments you were getting that ran out. Now the man ain't got no more. If he ain't paying his child support, he sure as hell ain't paying them. And so now they like, fuck it. Well, I ain't getting no more money. Well, I'm finna turn them in, and I'm finna eat. Like that's exactly. All. There's no justifiable reason for anybody to be sitting on 20 years.
He has been building a case on him, but they got him in New York to face some charges. So tough. I'm like, dang, what the hell going on here? That shit just shocked the hell out of me. I was like, damn, what is going on right here? Oh, have mercy. Oh, I want to tell Man Up that Jennifer Hudson mother and other people, her family was allegedly killed by her sister's ex-husband. It wasn't about her mother not wanting to leave the hood. So I just want to clear that up for you because the guy that allegedly did it, he's serving a life sentence right now.
Okay. Yeah, can't be rocking with them crazy niggas. Y'all better stop fucking with them crazy niggas.
And the thing I want to say about the pro-black situation was that I don't really listen to them anymore. I used to, but I see that all they want to do is throw blame on the white people.
No.
The white people's fault. Everything is the fault of the white people. No. And I just can't rock with that. That's not true.
I agree. And now,
all they do,
all
they do is identify problems. They don't never identify solutions. Because if they did come up with solutions, then we wouldn't need them. You know what I'm saying? They have to have some kind of platform. That's their platform. Just to talk about the problems and talk about white people.
I agree. Because, I mean, especially when you have platforms that big and you have access to that many black people, why aren't you spreading something useful to them to help them get out of that element? You know, when there's so many opportunities that are available, you could be giving them that. But unless it's something that they paying for, you know, well, hey, come listen to me speak and I'm going to give you some. Man, look, I'm not saying they don't have to eat and they don't have to, you know, find a way to take care of themselves if they are doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, instead of trying to hold attention with negativity, but how much of that do you think is actually them holding attention with negativity, or that there's actually a lot of black people out there seeking someone to feed them those kind of excuses, that people are just giving the people what they want, more or less?
I believe some of it is them actually believing what they're saying. And then another thing is they know that's a way for them to generate revenue. They playing on people's emotions and everything, like the white people holding y'all back, instead of the people, black people, looking at what they doing to contribute to holding their own self back. And part of the problem that nobody want to talk about is the welfare. See, the welfare system has held black people back, in my opinion, because what was meant to be used as a temporary thing has been used as a lifestyle. And then some people, they get on there and they don't never get off. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to do better, because if they work, they'll lose their benefits and they don't want to work. But you have to have a certain level of income to get them benefits. So they rather get that little money than actually work and make more money, so they can hold on to that little free money, as you say.
So do you think people are limiting themselves for the perception of getting something for free when they, like you said, they can go out and work and make more, but they'd rather not and have those freedoms? Do you think people really realize the trade-off that they have going on there? Maybe they feel like they got more time or whatever else, but then again, like I said, they got less money, and they always realizing problems. They always have problems with something when they have all the opportunities in their own hand.
If you don't see better around you, then that becomes your environment. If what you see is people getting their checks on the 1st and the 3rd and getting their food stamps, you know, then that becomes like your reality. And unless you see different, you're not going to necessarily, well, some people do want better, you know, but some people say, hey, I'm okay with this. I don't got to pay that much rent, and I get my food stamps and get my little welfare check. So shit, I'm good. I can do a little something on the side. Do me a little hair. Do me a little shit. I can make it. And that's all they doing is making it. Just making it. And that's good enough for some people. But see, I want to touch on the people that come over here. See, they have come from a different motivation factor. You know what I'm saying? They escaping poverty. You know what I'm saying? And they hungry. They want to do better for themselves. Because a lot of them, sometimes they send money back home to the other people in their country. So failure for them is not an option. Yeah. So they'll come over here on a student visa, go to school, get a good job or whatever, or they'll come over here to work. And see, when they come over here, a lot of times they might have family or whatever here already. They go to their community and find them a job within their community or whatever, work hard, and become successful.
So do you think it's because they maybe, well, because what I say about America, and if you agree or disagree, let me know. I say that America doesn't have real poverty. And some people get upset when I say that, but what I'm not saying that people aren't really in poverty, but in America, you can go, like I said, you go a couple of blocks down the road, you're going to run into a nice neighborhood. You can have a nice university in the middle of a bad neighborhood, or it's just like you can see various things. Like I said, you have all the restaurants or all the stores and whatever else you want within Washington. But then there's countries, like whole countries, that don't have any of this stuff. That there it's run down. You got to walk miles, if not, tens of miles to get before you ever see something. You don't have paved roads. You don't have if somebody is out, I'm not condoning anybody going robbing or something, but you have the opportunity to see somebody with money. If you're in a poor neighborhood, you can go to the other side of town and come across somebody with money, and it's an instant come up. But you got places where there ain't none of that shit. Ain't no opportunity to come up even in a criminal way because of the lack of resources or whatever it is. So when these people come from that true poverty and they see what is available and the opportunities in America, do you think that fuels them more as opposed to us being just kind of comfortable and used to what's going on around us?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
But some of our poverty is self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? Because we have all these kids, don't bring all these kids into poverty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just creating generations of poor people.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's made you, man, I'm glad you said that. So, we can talk about education, we can talk about financial education, we can talk about everything else in the world. But how hard is it to say, hey, I'm not even in a good spot myself. I probably shouldn't be having kids and making the situation worse. How come it just seems like it's so hard for people to just have that simple thought?
It just seems like to you that you're going to make in your situation worse. When you have that kid, you get your food stamp, you get medical insurance, you can get qualified for housing. So, and then if you hook up with somebody else in your same situation, y'all can make it.
Okay. That's tough that people are willing to do all that, bring on the burden of being responsible for another life instead of making a couple of decisions that can improve, their own life. It may be taking a little bit more effort, but I mean, shit, it can't be more effort than popping out a damn kid. It seems like it's painful shit. I think I'd rather put in the work. Like, I don't know, man. And it's just.
And see, the thing with the low income housing is you can't necessarily have your significant other staying with you. You know what I'm saying? Because then that'll increase your bill. So that's another way that the family structure is broken.
That's tough.
That's where it starts at, having a strong family, black family foundation before we can even talk about building anything. You got to build a family up first.
Yeah, that's very important. No, and only one, but what I'm saying, and I'm not saying that we don't have poverty, but those people who are living in tents, they still living on Hollywood Boulevard. They still seeing fancy cars and Bugattis and whatever else pulling up right in front of them. I'm talking about there's people who living in huts and mud, whatever, and they ain't no cars, ain't no paved road, ain't no air conditioning, ain't no nothing. There's no opportunity, that
right.
And in Hollywood, I'm not saying it's going to have for everybody. You might be walking across the street, Harvey Weinstein pull up on you. Hey, you want to be in a movie? Bam, you got an opportunity. You done made it in Hollywood now. Ain't no Harvey Weinsteins in some of these countries let me stop, it's fucked up, but to provide those opportunities. But what I'm saying is, those people also have an option to say, hey, while Cali is fucked up and overly expensive, maybe I should fucking move instead of living in this tent. Because there's people who have jobs that can't that are living in their cars because they want to try to be in Hollywood. They want to live some type of Hollywood. Like their mind is so infected with living that Hollywood. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna make it. When you have every opportunity to be a star, you got a better chance of being a star, starting your own thing on the internet or doing something if you have talent than you are in Hollywood. But that's another story. When they could go anywhere else in the country and live comfortably. That's why so many people from California are coming to Texas now, making it all weird and shit. We don't want y'all here. If you're in California, stay where your ass at. But it's a lot of people from Cali coming over here now. Fucking, and it is crazy. But there's so many opportunities. Yeah, and so that's what I say. It's about to kick the light off. There's so many opportunities, so those people can still be within the same country. You know, they can cross state lines. They can do whatever and live wherever they want to. They're just choosing to live over there. But you got other people in other countries. Your passport ain't finna get you out your country. Like y'all people don't understand the power of the American passport. Like a passport isn't the same in every country. If you from one of these little third world countries, your passport you ain't gonna automatically get guaranteed to be able to come to the U.S. or to go other place. Like there are levels to the quality of where you're coming from, and people don't realize that. And that's why I say you got to appreciate certain aspects about being an American that people take for granted. You know what I'm saying?
So they come over here to work. They ain't coming over here to play and get on welfare or nothing. They coming over here to work and make something out themselves, make a life for them and possibly their family. Because they don't want to go back to the way they were, to that poverty-stricken country that they came from, without all the opportunities that this country has.
And Kenesha, I will not agree with you that every part of Texas is Republican ran. Houston is Democrat. They're taking over the more metropolitan areas. Metropolitan are becoming more Democrat. I don't think
that being Democrat is the problem in the black community. I think the mentality of wanting free shit is the problem. That mentality of trying to have success quick and not want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Just want everything right now, you know, like a microwave society. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the problem.
I agree.
You got to change the mentality. You have to change the mentality for anything else change.
But do you think that, and again, I can agree, like, and it's not necessarily your political party, because it's people from all affiliations, backgrounds, and things that come up and do well for themselves if that mentality is instilled in them. But do you think that black folks voting for these politicians who said that they'll give free health care to all these illegal immigrants and they'll give all these benefits to illegal immigrants, when you have a lot of black people talking about, you know, they still struggling and they have poverty and everything in their own communities, do you think that's actually benefiting them?
No, I don't even understand why they on that note. Why you gonna offer something to people that's over here illegally and then the ones over here need help? Help these people that's here first. Like I told you last time, they need closed border shit, and when no more people.
Yeah, if I wasn't mistaken, you wasn't even letting the Canadians in. You was trying to shut everybody out.
I said build a wall around the whole country, and I meant that shit.
Man, that mean y'all ain't gonna let my partner Dre in. You know, y'all know Dre from Canada. You don't want to let Miss Maria in. Y'all know Maria DNOG. Y'all know y'all miss. I'm finna unblock her so she can come back.
She gonna show up in Vegas. Watch.
I don't know where she's showing up to. She may show up in Vegas, but I don't know where at. But she's not gonna be where I'm gonna be.
If Drake's over here now, you better stay his ass over here, cause if they build that border around Canada, that's it for his ass. He gonna be stuck over there. So ain't nobody getting Drake, no Drake.
So. We sitting in back where he came from. Look, I don't know if we're gonna have to check that green card status. You know, we have to check all that. We're gonna have to do a thorough background check. You know what I'm saying? Is that the day they're supposed to go to the Area 51? Is it supposed to be September 20th? I'm sorry.
I want to talk about the Cardi B thing right quick.
Okay.
I don't understand why people was mad at Jermaine Dupri for telling the truth. Yeah, it is a lot of stripper rappers. It is what it is. Yeah. They rap about they coochie and sex. I mean,
but,
it's a lot of other female rappers out there, but they don't get the same exposure because they're not rapping about they coochie and all that kind of stuff like her and Nicki Minaj do. But then on the other hand, that's what sells. Sex sells. So
exactly. So, and if it's selling, so is he at fault? If he just, I mean, if he's basically telling the truth, why can people get mad at him for that?
that's what I didn't understand. I'm like, how y'all the main one doing the shit and then gonna come on there mad? You the one he talking about.
That's crazy.
And I just hit bone color. And she mentioned the female rappers, but how many of them do she have at her show open for her?
Who had mentioned some other female rappers?
Cardi B. I mean, you have to listen to her little rant she did for Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, she ran
so
about everything.
She knows of the other female rappers, but how many she tried to put on?
Exactly.
Because she could definitely have one or two of them open for her now. If you that, oh well, we got this rapper and this rapper, but what are you doing to help them with this big ass platform you got? And then you on Instagram bragging about how you gonna make $10 million this summer, touring with say Kevin Gates or somebody like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
when you have that kind of star power, you can bring in a person to open for you, or you can have a extra person, added to the show. You know what I'm saying? Get them a little shine. But you didn't do that. You want to shout them out in the video, but I ain't never seen you put none of them on your Instagram rapping. I ain't never seen you do nothing to help promote these other women that you sat up there and brought up.
Yeah.
But then you gonna talk about Jermaine Dupri.
Right. And Jermaine put she ain't been as popular lately, but shit, he put one of the more popular female rappers on, putting the brat on. Like, and that was in a time where I think it was more of a risk to do so, because she wasn't over-sexualizing herself. She wasn't like Foxy or like Lil Kim. She was her own lane, she was kind of niggerish.
That's the female rap I actually listened to the brat. She's from Chicago. Hey, but yeah,
Chicago.
Yeah, that was my girl. But yeah, she's very talented and made it. So I mean, you can make it. You know what I'm saying? Without all that sex, because the brat, was never, into that. But she had people behind her, believed in her, and pushed her out there.
Yeah, I agree. So that's funny that she mentioned all these people and they put none of them on, because she has the power and the ability to start she could do a whole women's tour if she wanted to, but instead of them really coming together.
What? That's a good ass idea, but you think she gonna do it?
No, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna come across some more talented women.
Wait a minute, do you know why she's not gonna do it?
Because them women more talented than she is.
Well, she know that, but she don't think they gonna sell.
Yeah.
She about making money.
Mm-hmm.
She don't think that kind of tour gonna sell out. Mm-hmm. So you believe in them, but not enough to invest your money in them. That's what it really.
Yeah, that's the tough part about it. Instead of taking a risk, people just gonna do what they do.
But even if she don't do no tour, she coulda every week her damn Instagram. She coulda put one of them on there.
Yeah, straight up.
Let me play y'all a clip of such and such.
Yeah.
Cause you know them. Cause you shouted them out. I really want you to go watch her live if you ever get an opportunity. She was up there ranting and shit. Like she just know all this shit about female rappers and shit, but you ain't doing shit to help. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you gonna try to down this man for speaking the truth.
Exactly. But that's the thing. People want to be able to do what they want to do, but they don't want to hear anybody say anything about it. That's the thing that I think, And she, the main one, capitalizing off the whole stripper. He was literally a stripper on stage, fucking bottles and shaking them hard ass titties. I don't know what the hell them things was, looking like fucking frozen. I don't know what the fuck. Looked like a pack of frozen meat or something. It was hard looking. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is not erotic. I'm not impressed here. Booty cheek looking stiff. Anyway, not that I saw it. I just heard. I heard that, allegedly about Cardi B. It's not like I saw it on any of the adult entertainment educational sites. So I'm just saying that. Right.
And then last year she had canceled her tour and talking about because she wanted to raise her daughter and spend time with her daughter. And then they was asking her why she not going on tour now since her daughter won. She was saying that she don't make enough money off of going off tour. She make more money doing private shows and events.
Yeah.
And so she ended up putting up a spreadsheet of showing how much she's gonna make over the summer,
Yeah.
and compared it to how much she would make on tour. Now this supposed to be y'all girl that wanna be out there and you know love her fans and everything. But at the end of the day, she about money. That's it. So,
that's all it is. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna fault you for being about money, but don't play the role like you just sticking up for somebody.
I'm not either, but what I'm saying is right. She try to make it like she's so about real and about her fans. If you was real and about your fans, you would be trying to go out there and see them. You just about making money. And you lied to them because you canceled that tour and told them you was gonna do another tour. So she, on top of everything, she a liar too.
No, and that's the problem with it. Yeah, just when she came acting like she was working out. I mean, look, you had 6-pack surgery. It is what it is. Just own your shit,
right.
Goddamn. All that little tomfoolery. But people get mad at you for telling.
Unnecessary.
Huh?
Don't make it like you that bitch that everybody can relate to. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you don't give a shit about your fans. You out there just about making that money.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's really what it is. And like I said, I ain't mad. I ain't gonna knock nobody for getting their money. Obviously, you have a platform to do it, but keep it real. Like, if you out there just for the money, shit, I'm just here for the money. I'm not finna try to play, like I'm out here trying to save the world. I'm trying to promote this person and that person. I'm trying to eat, make sure I'm good. As long I know that I'm a flash in the pan, so I'm gonna eat as long as I can before they move on to the next one. And that's all it's gotta be. And shit, I ain't mad at nobody for that, because nobody, especially with this entertainment thing, only a few people gonna last, have longevity in their careers, because eventually the music gonna change, the style of music gonna change, and they're gonna be on to the next person. So, but, yeah.
Well, that's all I have, unless you had any more questions for me.
Let me see. Talk about R. Kelly. Talk about. I'm trying to think if it's something we may have missed. I can't think of it. I think that's all I got.
Okay, then.
All right, well, Miss Rashida, I appreciate it. I'm gonna be expecting a side man sandwich in the mail, so I'll be looking for that.
What you want on your sandwich?
At least some real cheese. I don't want the squeezy cheese out the jug. I need real cheese.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
No, really, but I appreciate you calling in, Miss Rashid. It's always good to hear from you.
Okay.
All right, you have a good evening.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, I think we're gonna end it up on that note. Shout out to Miss Rashida. Let me give her thighs and stachios. I gave man up his. I didn't give Shaq Kush. I gotta give Shaq Kush his. But my thing is this, man, and I'm finna get ready to wind it down. I'm tired. I'm finna get my ass up and finish up my little regimen that I've laid a foundation for. Spell the name right. I don't want no plex. I still ain't spelling it right. God damn. I think we good. Let me make sure. Let me spell check. Bye. Okay. But my thing is this. And that's all my deal. Kind of the way with that Miss Rashid was talking about the Cardi B thing. Look, don't if you in it for this reason, don't act like you in it for something else. And that's how I feel about it, like a lot of these people who are pushing the pro-black agenda and all that. Like I said, I'm not distancing myself from anything pro-black. If I see something positive and black, I'm going to promote that. Do I still listen to ratchet music from time to time? Not ratchet music, but I still listen to some of the old shit. I still listen to some old UGK. I listen to Nipsey because Nipsey had a different message. It wasn't about, he had some, I ain't gonna lie and say, oh, he ain't never talked about shooting. He still had a couple little things, but his shit was more about business and promotion. I'm not listening to these young niggas who talking about, let's pop a bunch of pills, do a bunch of, I ain't got time for that shit, though. Like, when I was young and on some stupid shit, I still wasn't really a pill pump. I ain't gonna say I never did, but that wasn't just, I've seen niggas be on them pills, be out of there. That shit, I like being in control of my faculties. That's just something I've never been a fan of. And I saw only one lot talk about when we used to talk about smoking weed and stuff. But it's about growing from that. Like, I used to smoke. It is what it is. And I'm not saying I'll never smoke again. I've been debating, you know, even when I reach some of these goals, that if I still want to do what I do, because I'm just like, man, it's been so long. And for those of you who've been wondering, yes, after the prepaid got on my ass a couple of times, but I done put the blacks back down. I ain't gonna fool with them no more because they're purposeless. They taste like trash, and it's just something to do. So I got to figure out some type of other fix. Maybe I'll just start chewing gum. But then Heidi says chewing gum on stream is unprofessional. See, you can't please nobody around here, goddamn it. But yeah, them hoes taste like trash, and they had me all phlegmy and shit. So, speaking of phlegm, and then I started talking, coughing and shit. But shout out to Dan the Man, shout out to the Postman Message, and I appreciate the love, man. So, 0% nicotine vape. Shake the bear. Oh no, bears and bars is terrible. All right, yes, go to bed, Shannon, because you talk about bad stuff and it gives me nightmares. But I appreciate you. I'm always, here's the deal, like I don't think I have an option. I'm gonna be black, but I just want black people to open up their avenues. What bothers me is, and it's something I think everybody can relate to, is when somebody speaks properly, oh, you're talking white. Like how many people we've had call in, and people automatically assume that they were white. Dan called in, Ashley called in, Shannon, who else? It's been a couple of people that people assumed were white because they spoke properly, because they speak appropriately. You know what I'm saying? This new weed, look, this new weed, this is something different. This shit, name brand, this shit, weed got names and shit. Look, give me that old shit. Look, just call it fire. Man, I got that fire, man. But, you know, and so all I'm saying is like, I want to get away from the mentality of we do more oppressing to ourselves. And I think we're more of a hindrance to ourselves at this point, with all the opportunity in the world, with the beauty of the internet at which you can build business. Man, I told y'all, even when I was like kind of, Trump is super stupid, I used to have a little thing on eBay, and I was selling Trump merch. I stopped fooling with it, but I was selling Trump merch, making money selling Trump merch. I was not a Trump supporter, not a Trump fan. I was just like, I didn't even think he had a chance to become president. Was making money selling Trump merch, and do you think they thought I was a black dude? Do you think they knew who I was? No. So what I'm saying is, if you have an idea and you lay a foundation, you can make money. You can start a small business. You can do a lot of things as a black person. We just don't have understanding of how to do these things. And so if we spend more time looking for ways to create business, there's a lot of business where you can do a lot of things. People have no idea who you are, especially on the internet and things of that nature. I vote for TRL. Is TRL still a thing? Did they even vote on TRL? But my thing is that I vote with my dollar. No, I absolutely did not vote for Hillary. Stop the nonsense. No. But my thing is that you have opportunities to do stuff. So when people say, oh, the white man's holding me back, man, the white man is not throttling your internet connection. He might be throttling mine because I'm telling y'all shit y'all ain't supposed to be hearing. But he's not throttling your internet connection from you starting up an eBay account and you're like, well, I ain't got merchandise to sell. Man, let me tell y'all about a thing. And I ain't gonna tell y'all about it. I should be charging for this information. But go out and discover something called arbitrage. You figure out how to make that work in your favor, you'll be A-okay. And if you're willing to grind and do that, you'll be A-okay. You can make, depending on how hard you're willing to go, you can be really right. You know what I'm saying? But, and exactly, shout out to it.The, man. And that's what people don't realize that, you know, niggas will get on there, they'll watch World Star and they'll do all that other shit. And I ain't saying that there's absolutely everything is wrong with it. Entertain yourself. But you spend a couple hours, you can make a living, a decent living. You just got to be creative. You got to think outside of the box, slightly, a little bit outside the box, a little bit of effort, a plan, and execution. Man, you can eat. You can eat. You can do better with 4 or 5 hours, honestly, 4 or 5 hours of solid work on a weekend. You can do better than a lot of people who are working 40-hour-a-week jobs making $10, $11 an hour. Okay, now that could be a supplement to your income. Then you can build on top of that. So again, like you could have 2 jobs without working the time of 2 jobs. There's a lot of options out there, man, and people just got to recognize that you have opportunities. There's a lot of shit you can do, and if you have skills, like really have a skill, monetize your skills via the internet, you can eat. And there's a whole bunch of people who are doing that. There's a bunch of people who are doing that. There's a lot of people who have no experience in certain fields, but they have information about it, and they monetize that. So all I'm saying is, these days, opportunities are everywhere. That's why I can't hear the excuses. And so I wish that we would stop, talking down on each other so much. And I know in the sense that I started off the stream doing it because we're talking about a certain kind of people, but those people are not necessarily, and I'm generalizing, because I'm not saying there aren't people who are in certain categories who want to do better, they just don't know any better because they don't have anybody to teach them. I've known people who have developed, once they start seeing the power of education, they've changed and done a full 180. And so, Orbitron, what's Orbitron? I don't know what that is, but it's arbitrage. But Orbitron sounds cool. That might be the name of the next company I start, Orbitron LLC. Then I get sued by fucking Orbitron Megacorp. But, we discourage ourselves from being intelligent. We cap on each other. Oh, he's a nerd. He's a geek. You don't like that. Look, let me tell you, man. I wish Rob was here. I really wish Rob was here, because look, now arbitrage that you might be right on that one, Heidi. I'm not gonna say nothing, but you may be right on that one. But hey, if they teaching the game, take the game and run with it. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna slide up out of here. Thank y'all for coming this evening. I think it was a very good conversation. Hercules. Hey, y'all be careful out in them streets, man. Don't be going around there strutting that ass. If you haven't seen that, this is some throwback, because I was watching the fucking Kush D, and I was watching the old Kush D in the day, and I forgot all about strutting that ass. If you have not seen that, go look up the video. I'm telling y'all to do it immediately after the stream. Okay? Get on YouTube and look up the interview. Strutting that ass. Okay? And I forgot how long it is. I forgot. It's like a news reporter and a crazy old white dude. It is golden. Won't you walk it? Bet you won't be strutting that ass. Won't you walk the gutter? I need to watch that shit again. Because I was listening to, I forgot what YouTube I was listening to. I was like, damn, nigga smoking and shit. I kind of missed the reefer. And then I said something about strutting that ass. I was like, wow. Orbitron, I'm finna start that shit. That shit used to be hilarious. I gotta watch that. It's been a minute since I see that. We used to talk about some old crazy shit in the old Kush did. Bet you won't you walk the gutter. Bet you won't be strutting that ass. Strutting that ass. That shit was so fucking funny. I'm going, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. Dear folk, y'all are great. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 10. I just thank all of y'all, man. Got a lineup. I'm probably this next week I've actually went through a lot of old Kush dens. And there was a lot of good topics that we'll probably be rehashing this week, because I'd love to know some of the new folks' opinions on some of those. And then I'm gonna be kind of doing something a little bit different with the recorded videos. I finally got a plan together, so we're gonna make it shake. Well, Female Pimp is back. Let's get out of here, man. Y'all are great. I appreciate all y'all. Let me do this manually. Get up out of here and take my ass to bed. Damn it's gonna be 2 o'clock. All right. You can follow my personal social medias on Instagram and Twitter at Honcho HTX. If you want to follow the Den socials, for some reason they ain't all showing up, but Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if you want to send an email, you can send it to denshowlive@gmail.com. But Den Show Live on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Man, hit that like button. If you're just listening in, ear hustling, hit that subscribe button. We just live every night at 10 p.m. And then Monday through Fridays, early afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time, always Central Time. But share the video. Sharing the video is the most important thing you can do. I have uploaded pretty much, except for since the stream has been kind of was real shitty the last couple of little episodes prior to this one. I didn't upload those, but I've pretty much uploaded all the other streams to the podcast. And starting next week, I'm going to be dropping more just direct podcast content. And I'm going to find sometime, some point, some way to start doing the live podcast. I don't know if it might be, that might be a Saturday and Sunday thing early. And make sure you go to denshowpodcast.com and follow there, because with the podcast, there's a live podcast with a chat also there. It's not the same as the YouTube chat, but I may just do a live podcast where it's kind of a listen in thing. So I might start doing that next Saturday and Sunday. So if y'all want to rock with that, double dose of den. So it's a double den. Well, the double den is done. Damn it! How about that? Hold up. Go to Den Show Shop, man. Get some of that Den Show merch. You can get the what's the motherfucking deal? Shit, I be having the camera flip, so I be going one way, it really be the other way and shit. I be fucking up. Players fuck up. Forgive me. If you want to call the Den, 833-284-3336. You can call in to the Den. You can send a text message. You can leave a voicemail. If you have a picture message, something interesting to share, you can send a link, funny meme, screenshot about some news. I appreciate all that. Shout out to everybody who's been sharing those with me. It's been greatly appreciated, sincerely. It's a lot of shit going on that I had no idea was even happening. If you want to make a one-time donation to the community, you go to streamlabs.com/The Den Show. Shout out to Dan Strong, aka Dan the Man, and shout out to Dan's call, man. Y'all, a lot of y'all was mad that Dan was talking that truth. Look, hey, y'all better take some of that truth and run with it, man. Don't be deceived, okay? It does look, sometimes a lot of shit that you don't want to hear don't make you feel good, but it's good to know. You know, hey, if you knew there was a motherfucking bear around the corner, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make you feel good. You'd be nervous, but it's good to know, right? Instead of your ass just walking around the corner and get eaten by a fucking dirty old grizzly bear, and Heidi come out of nowhere and start humping the damn bear once it takes a nap. Anyway, that's some other shit. OG Den shit. But this fucking streamlabs.com/The Den Show. And if you want to make a monthly pledge to the community, you go to patreon.com/The Den Show. Shout out to Dan, Stina Story-Eyed, James, Diana, Betty Spaghetti, Miss Goya, Miss Grace, and hold on. Donald Trump. Hey, bow. Didn't forget I got him. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are great. Y'all are awesome. How was he self-hating? Look, I'm gonna get at you, sweet bro. I need, because you was talking trash. How is he self-hating? I would love to know how Dan was self-hating. We're gonna have a discussion. I'm still waiting on you to call in, but we'll talk about that. Okay. But Cash App. Where's my Cash App? I think, is it in the description? It's like Ed Honcho. It might be Ed Honcho HTX. I think I have it in the description. It may or may not be. I don't know. Where's my Cash App? No, it's Honcho ENT. Because I have an LLC of Honcho Enterprises. So it's Honcho ENT. And I was trying to use that for all that stuff. You'll see my ugly face if you use it. So, yeah. Don't do anything with Heidi's. Yeah, I'll put it. I guess I should start putting that on the thing, right? The only time I use the damn Cash App is to pay my fucking hairdoer. Now look, Heidi, nobody wants to take advantage of your premium Snapchat deals, okay? Not yet. Not until mine. Mine will start in August. All right, okay. But I appreciate all of y'all. Thank all of y'all. How are you gonna report Brandon? You cannot report Brandon. Brandon is the most liked mod, I think. We're gonna have to start. We're gonna have some votes. Maybe at the end of this month, we're gonna take some votes. I have yet to have had any complaints about Brandon. Brandon been a OG, triple OG, quadruple, single OG. What's the quintuples like the same thing? 6, 7, 8, 10 time OG, and have yet to get more DMs about your mom than the guys trying to. Well, I'm going to inquire about your mom here in just a minute. You need to introduce her to the Texans and tell her you know Jadeveon Clowney and he's a big fan. We'll see what we can make shake. All right, let me stop the nonsense. I appreciate all of you. I'm gonna be honest, female pimp. Like the chances of you being a mod. Oof. The chances of you being a mod are like the chances of what was that show, All in the Family, coming back on the air with the same premise and format in 2019. So the likelihood of that happening and you becoming a mod are about the same. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you. I thank all of you, and I do have a list of folks in order. But it's like I said, before we add more mod, it'll be more growth as we go along. Is there a moderator training camp? Yeah, you gotta engage in a conversation with Heidi for 20 minutes and not lose your shit, because, well, that's a whole different thing. Now, there might be a moderator draft. That's definitely a thing. But I'm gonna slide out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I am TD13. So you got to get jumped in. Ain't no leaving. Once you become a mod, ain't no leaving, baby. You jumped in. It's for life. You know what I'm saying? Only one. I'm going to be honest. Being a good person probably like limits your chances of being a mod. All the mods, like I said, except for like 335 is the only good person mod we got. Everybody else is ruthless, vicious, relentless. I probably have the most assholey mods of any channel ever in existence. Like, I'm really thinking about it. Except for 335, all my mods have I won't say they all have a troll factor, but they have a level of aggressiveness. To put it PC, there is a level of aggressiveness that they present themselves with, and I'm okay with that. Advice: you can be the knowledge mod. 335 is the memory mod. Them youngsters don't know nothing about that, man. They don't know nothing about that mod game. 335. You're gonna have to put them through the crash course. But I'm out, y'all. I appreciate it.